Am I excited to go to Kyle's house? Yes. Am I nervous? Yes. I'm afraid that I'll give up. I'm afraid that it'll be too hard. I'm afraid that I can't handle being hungry and sore for a month. There's all these variables that I don't know, but I am willing to try. Hey, what you guys doing? Jordy. Um, I made it to Kyle's. I'm currently here. This is the room I've given. And I've got my setup complete. If you'd like to see my setup, you can find it on the Facebook. But on the flip side of it, I'm surprised I haven't been as hungry as I have been. I've only really had one hypoglycemia attack, and that happened just recently. And a yogurt pretty much took care of it. And, just sitting down. I'm kind of tired right now. I want to take a nap, but I'm running really low on calories today. But on the flip side of it, it's a really big change in life, and it's a change that kind of makes you feel better about yourself. Because I'm pretty much setting up in the same kind of setup area. Matter of fact, here, let me see if I can just do this for you. If I can give you, it's got autofocus. There we go. So give you an idea what the room looks like. Man, you can see right here. Hey, there's my webcam program, yay! And go over here, you got Xbox. But that's where we're at right now with the webcam. I'm really excited. We're going to be starting our first workout here. We got to do the first thing. I don't know if that's going on Kyle's channel or mine. But we're going to do that. We're going to take the picture for before and after. And I weighed myself this morning, and the starting weight was 441.8. So I'm like, I'll say 2 pounds over where I started at on my own. So that's that. Another thing I'd like to do tonight, I got to start making videos again, so there's going to be some gaming videos coming tonight, most likely. There's probably going to be one up tonight, some wise, but I'm hoping to put a Battlefield 4 video up tomorrow. Got my copy of Battlefield 4. I mean, I haven't even opened it up yet. It's there. And, yeah, I mean, some things that kind of caught me off guard is, Kyle's a surprisingly a really good cook. And none of the food that he's given me has really been nasty. The only thing so far that I haven't been like 100% behind was the juicing again, and I think a lot of that comes from my own personal experience with juicing in itself. That it just sends my gag reflexes off. But it also gives a cool idea to do a video of like, just do short 3 or 4 second clips of the first sip of juice every morning, and just be like, I mean, it sends my gag reflex off like something fierce. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully we get through the first week, and yeah. Just touching base with you where I'm at. I finally got my stuff set up. I'm finally back up and running. A lot of people, I mean, if you want a better, a more broad look at my gaming setup, check out my Facebook. Anyway, Wings of Redemption. Hopefully got some more cool videos coming for you. We're supposed to do like an obstacle course, and we're supposed to do like, I think Kyle has a guy here that's willing to put like, 140 pounds or something in a backpack and race me through the obstacle course and things like that. So it should be all in good fun. And hopefully, might get some craziness. Peace, people.
Hey guys, what's up? We're going to be drinking Mamma Mia Chia, Feed for Your Soul. It's an organic drink. It has 2,500 milligrams of omega-3 vitamins, 4 grams of protein, and it pretty much helps you poop. I figured we'd go ahead and do this video because I didn't know what it was going to taste like. It doesn't look very pleasant. As you can see, there's seeds in the bottle, and it's one of these things that are just a healthy alternative of what we're trying. Oh, and there's a puppy. That's Muppet. So we're gonna go ahead and drink this seed to the soul.
Does your hair look alright? Does your hair look alright?
Yes, I think my hair looks fabulous.
Fabulous.
This workout's really been working good for me. I mean, I feel more manly. I feel like all my hormones are going overtime. But we're gonna drink this chia drink. I don't know if you guys noticed on the close-up shot, it's lots of seeds in it. So we're gonna try this. I don't know what this tastes like. They talked me into buying this thing.
Did you shake it first?
I have not shaken it.
I would. Oh, the memes that will be made of that action.
I get the best hand job in South Carolina. At least I think so. Got to drink with the label out.
What's it taste like?
It tastes almost like drinking Jello.
Yeah, it's quite gelatinous. It's good for cleaning out your intestinal tracts.
We're gonna. I mean, it's really like if you really wanted to get sick with it, you could think like you're drinking your fat.
Oh! Oh, why did you have to go there? What flavor is it?
It's a cranberry lemonade, but it tastes almost flavorless. It does.
Keep drinking. Less talking. Oh gosh. The texture of that looks disgusting.
Man, I'm only halfway down.
Halfway there. Getting too much?
No, it's just it's like eating a meal.
You got this. Go, wings, chug, 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 chug. Chug it!
Surprisingly, for a big guy, I don't have the chugging ability.
What? I'm disappointed. Oh, that face. Come on, you're almost there.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Don't you dare puke. Last bit. Come on, 2 mouthfuls and you've got that.
It's getting harder to drink as it goes, because it has like a little bitter sting to it.
All I'm hearing is excuses. Drink it.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Kitty, the most sympathetic YouTuber around.
Drinking my hair too.
Almost done. Almost done. One more mouthful. Woo woo! Nice job, Geordie.
From what I'm told, I'm gonna be blowing up the porcelain.
Oh.
Mama Chia seed for your soul. Why don't you guys do response videos and you drink one of these as well?
And surprisingly, this is not an endorsed video. This is just me being horrible to Geordie and getting lots of weird health products for him to try.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whew.
We talked about this a little bit on the podcast. This was an idea I think that I came up with. And this was putting you on my nice, shiny new hardwood floor and seeing if you could pull your weight across it. And because of, some of the aches and pains you have, I think this is going to be a good exercise. So we'll see what you got.
All right.
He is allowed to use his legs. As long as he's moving weight, it's a good thing. Pull, pull. Yeah, there you go. So what's this all about, Jordy?
It's about the Batman movie.
It's about the Batman web series. It's taking a look at the last days of Batman, and it's an older Cape Crusader. All the villains are there, though, right?
Yeah, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, the Joker. For you mobile people, there's gonna be annotation in the description. For the people on the PC that I love, annotation right there in the middle of the screen, buddy. Thank you I hope you enjoy the video.
All right, so that is a big-ass tractor tire. I flip that thing when I'm really working out hard and trying to lose weight, get in shape, you know, building lower body strength, stuff like that. And I think you're going to take a whack at it. So let's see what you got.
Yeah, I'm going to take a whack at it. Now, keep in mind, I do have a bad back.
No excuses. Play like a champion.
Okay.
Push into it instead of lifting. Urgh, there we go. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. He's killing it. You are killing it. Still going. Get it in the grass and we'll call that one good. One more. Come on. There we go. Hell yeah. You killed that thing.
Hopefully.
Anybody would have had a hard time with that. I'm serious.
That's tough.
I flipped that thing right before he did. That thing is a handful. It's a couple 100 pounds. It's full of water.
That is tough. It's got me winded.
For sure. All right. Let's skip to a little bit of cardio. You ready?
Right. Yeah. Well, is there a mountain lion gonna chase me?
It might. All right. So here we go. This is going to be a little bit different than before. We got a tire again. But this is really good for cardio. Now, I've heard of boxers talking about chopping trees. This is going to give you, I think, something really similar, but it's more low impact. And that's what I'm going for with a lot of this stuff, is keeping it low impact. So we're going to give you a couple minutes on the tire. You're going to be rotating your hips, making full extension, and burning a few calories, hopefully. Have at it.
Almost slipped.
That's okay. Doesn't have to be pretty. And if you hit it in the opposite direction, it'll spin in the opposite direction. Just don't let go, Wings. You'll kill me. Keep it going. Let the neighbors know. He's running from you. You may have to grab him and slow him down.
I'm done.
Come on, let's do 10 more. 10 more hits. 10 more hits.
I ain't got 10 in me.
You got 10.
I'm gonna give you what I left.
You got 10. Come on. 1. You got it. Swing lefty if you need to.
It's not that. It's my back.
Well, let's get 4 more then. That'll make 5. 2, 3, 4. Kill it. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Whew.
A little bit more winded?
My back's killing me.
All right, so we're going to have to do something. Take you off your feet now. But we can't stop because we've only been going for about 10 minutes. We need to keep your heart up for at least half an hour. So let's go into the basement and see what we can find down there to keep you busy. All right, Jordy. So on that bar we have about 120 pounds. The weights on the outside are 25 pounds each. That combines to 50. And the weights on the inside are 35 pounds each, which combines to 70. The rack itself is almost weightless, I have found. So tack on 2.5 to 5 pounds. But we're going to call this 120 pounds. These are some overhead presses here. And I think my goal right here with this, I don't know how you're feeling about it, but to me it's to build some upper body strength. Because muscles are in themselves fat-burning machines. So as much as cardio is important, keeping your heart rate up for long periods of time, I think we need to build some muscle too. We need to make you a strong guy again. So let's do some sets. Let's see if we can knock out 8.
Okay.
Perfect. There you go. Each one of these is a step. Just keep going slow like that. It's good that it burns. That means you're working.
I don't think the last one's going to be the last one.
Now you got 2 more at least. You got 2 more at least. All right, you're going to start 3, 2, 1, up. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give us one. Give us one more. All you got, come on.
That's it.
All right, well, that's good. That's what we want. All right,
That's literally everything. I'm not even holding back, dude.
all right, we're going to do another set. We're going to drop the weight a little bit. That's good, though. We wanted to find a breaking point.
What was that, 4.5?
That's something like that. The numbers really don't matter. The numbers are how I keep you moving.
I am instantly sore right in the middle of my
Right in the middle of your back. That's the muscle we're going after.
I mean, like it's like sore almost instantaneously.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't, and that's why we had you eating those bananas last night. We're gonna make sure you don't cramp up. So,
Hold on. What's it?
you got it. There you go. There we go. Now we're sweating. We're doing work.
So at this point, I was getting a little bit worried. He was having a really hard time with this part of the workout, and this part of the workout wasn't even planned because I really thought he was going to be able to hit that tire longer. And you can see right here, he's really struggling. He's putting some effort into it, but I was worried right here because he was having a really hard time with. I think that's 70 pounds. I think that's 70. No, that's 90 pounds. That's 90 pounds he's lifting, and he's having a really hard time with it. He is doing really careful reps. He is keeping his form, which does make it hurt more. But he was struggling with this part. And like I said, I was a little worried right here, but he definitely turned things around in day 2, I feel like. I don't think I'm giving anything away telling you that. And I think you're about to see he's about to transition from this. He did 3 sets of, we attempted 8 reps each set. But he basically did as many as he could. He struggled through them. And I think it was good for day 1 as far as weightlifting goes. I don't feel like we got enough cardio done in day 1 at all. And what we're about to switch to is us attempting to get that cardio. So we hopped on the elliptical, and I think you're going to see we had a few issues there.
All right, so we just got our elliptical going, and I think we're going to try to get you going for 5 minutes on here. I think that'd be good. You're saying you're having a hard time holding yourself up because the arms are getting tired. So let's see if you got 5 minutes in you.
Oh man, 5 minutes. Yours feel like a long time.
Don't think about it. Just focus.
How can you not think about it and focus at the same time? What am I supposed to focus on?
I usually pretend like I'm actually running around a racetrack, and I think back to running on track in my past, so that may not be an option for you.
I didn't make the track team. I don't know if you believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe imagine that someone's behind you chasing you.
Like the poke. Get an asthma attack.
Yeah. Just imagine there's a bear back there, and he's trying to keep it going. What are you doing? Pump that shit. You gotta stay at a reasonable pace. Come on, you gotta keep him going. It's not even your arms, bro.
It's not. I mean, it's like walking through snow.
Keep going. You got this. Put your hands on the center things, and then you don't have to hold yourself up.
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done.
Give us 30 more seconds. Come on, give us 30
I'm gonna
more.
fall down.
I'll send Jeremy to hold you up.
Jeremy, don't think you want me up.
Jeremy, go hold him up.
I'm done. Come on. 30 seconds. You got this. Come on. Right, 2 more bars. So here's your seconds right here. I see him. They call it out and tell me you're fat.
You are fat. You gotta work. You gotta work this off. It's not gonna leave. You gotta work hard. This is day 1.
10 more seconds. Yeah. Go. I'm going. 15 more. That's it.
You're getting close. Come on, you've got it.
On track.
We've had a malfunction. Get him back on track, Jeremy. Kick it.
That's up. There you go. Go ahead.
Back on track and back to work.
10 more.
Pump. Come on, it's 10 more fucking steps, man. This isn't hard. You got this.
3. Stop trying. I don't know if I can pick that leg up. You got 2 more seconds. That's it, dude.
All right, that's good enough. All right, how do you feel now?
Like a deer fall out of pussy.
Like what?
Like a deer falling out of pussy.
I'm not sure what that means.
You ever see a baby deer get born? Their legs all wobbly and this.
How wobbly are you?
I couldn't do the steps back up to the house right now.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty good for right now. We're not done yet, though.
It's the end of day one, and it's the end of day one, and I don't know, I'm really sore. But this bathtub kicks lots and lots of ass. It does. I know it's huge. Like you can see, I'm a big dude, and like it's just everywhere. It's just woo and loping. But whew. I don't really know what to say. I was kind of disappointed in myself how I wasn't as strong as I remember myself being. But I guess that's the way most things happen. Is you always feel like you were better at a certain point. Like I find myself remembering, thinking back to when I used to be like 330 pounds, and back then I thought I was really, really heavy, and like now I'd kill to be 330. Like, oh Lord, that's 110 pounds, you know, and that's exactly what it is at this point. It's 110 pounds, and there's really nothing you can, really nothing that you can do about it. But I mean, if you sit there and linger on it, like, man, I used to be 330. But at the same hindsight, I used to be like 8 pounds too. I think 8 pounds is the lightest I've ever been. 8 pounds and 2 ounces. But, you know, you can't look back. You always got to look forward. And like the past, you know, you just got to learn from it. And like I know now, if I got down to 330 now, I'd feel like $1 million, dude. I'd be, you know, just jump for joy, exuberated. And it's really cool. Like I feel really good that Kyle's helping me out here. I mean, he's being a really good friend doing this, and like just the amount of time invested in something like this is crazy. And you know, I'd like to be able to find some way to pay him back, but who knows? Yeah, you know, changing a life. I mean, I'm hoping that's what we're doing here, changing a life. But I'm stinky right now. It's the end of day one. I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I might wake up and do a vlog tomorrow talking about how I'm feeling before I go out and do some stuff. And hopefully everything gets back on track. I accomplished 90% of what I wanted to do today. And tomorrow, hopefully we can do 90% again. Peace. Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption. For those of you who don't know, I don't have my Blue Yeti here or my mic stand. So I've been using Astro mics. That's why my voice has sounded a little different when I do voiceovers. I forgot it. I seriously did. I was like, I walked in my room. I go, what am I forgetting? Look across the room, and I seen the mic. I looked at it. I looked at my Astro headset sitting on the end of the mic stand, and I forgot them both. These are actually some I borrowed from Kitty. And so we're gonna do a little Q&A. I did a Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions that I thought were prevalent and would answer some questions people might have in their self of what we're doing here. So the first question is from, matter of fact, here's the first question. What I plan on taking away from this is I'm not going into this to lose weight. I came in here with very low expectations. My expectations was 19 pounds. So what my expectations is leaving here would be something along the lines of 420 pounds, which is right where I was in 2011. But
my idea coming here wasn't to lose weight. Lose weight is all but a plus here. My idea to come here was for support, was to be around people that did YouTube regularly so I could learn from them, and to change my life. The goal here to me is more about learning an eating regimen, learning how to feed myself, eat healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, and break that 21-day slump. Most people don't know there's a if you want to succeed in something, it takes 21 days to get used to it. And if I can get my body, my stomach, and everything to shrink, so 21 days, which I will be here for 21 days, I can feel like I can help myself better later on in life. I do have a bad back. Here's an x-ray. But I have a bad back and a bad right knee, and I have used them as excuses in videos, but they're not really excuses. Like literally, I push myself to the point I can't go anymore. There's some certain things, like there's a video probably coming up, you'll hear me complain of hearing loss. And what happens with hearing loss is you pretty much initiate the fight or flight response from your body. That means when your body is riding off adrenaline so much that it starts shutting down core features such as hearing to keep yourself going and to keep yourself pushing. This is how things like a guy can get his arm bit off by a gator and still be able to swim to shore before falling into like cardiac arrest or going into shock, because the body knows it has to protect itself. And I'm pushing every bit I can actually push out. It doesn't look like it, and I know it does not look like it in videos, and a lot of people call bullshit on it, but you don't know what it's like to be 400 pounds on an elliptical. You know, 400-pound guys are not designed to do some of the things I've been trying to do. And if they were, there would be less 400-pound guys. What I'm doing is hard. It's probably the hardest thing I've done in my life. Every workout, every step, I think about it. And when I get done working out and when I'm not doing anything, I sit here in this chair and I think about it. I think about, I need to do this better. I think I need to do that better. Like just today, I went walking the thing that gave me so much trouble twice. I've done it twice today. I'll probably do it a third time before the sun goes down. Why? Because I want to do it better. Because, you know, sitting back and letting stuff heal doesn't get stuff done. I'm not at the same level of nervousness as I was when I first thing. Going into anything is a big difference. There's all kinds of variables that you think about. For me, I'm a glass kind of half empty kind of guy. So I thought, like, what was the worst of the worst? And there were some things bad when I got here. Like, I forgot my microphone. I forgot my headset. The bed I ended up breaking on the first night. They had like a futon bed here. And I felt real bad about that. So luckily they had another bed, and they allowed me to rearrange the room to fit it more to my style. So things worked out. I had to buy a wireless card for my Xbox and my PC because there is no Ethernet cables capable of reaching this room. So I had to go that route. And you know, there was a lot of money investment. And luckily for me, what makes this that much easier is I did sell the truck before coming here, and that was a huge load off my mind. Yes, I put a lot of thought into this. Like, I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually do videos. I got Battlefield 4 on the same day it came out, and I just finished the campaign, which the campaign achievements seem to be glitched because it won't give me my hard achievement no more easy. But I haven't got around to playing the multiplayer yet, and like I'm getting like somewhere like an hour a day to game.
and that hour pretty much has to, you know, do gaming plus whatever I want to do with videos. And another thing that's kind of scary with gaming is like I'm scared to put up a gaming video with my videos being so big right now towards the boot camp, because I don't want to lose the buzz on them. And I just don't know what to do in the video of that. I don't know what video wise to do like that, because I'm not very good at riding a successful wave into something. Luckily I have people here that, you know, understand YouTube, understand what it is, and I can ask for guidance in that department. New consoles dropping. I'm not sure if I'm getting a new console this month. I'll probably have one before the end of the year, but this month, no. I just don't see any reason to buy the Xbox One this month, because one, I'm not really too interested in any of the games they have out right now. There's no game on the Xbox One that's not on the Xbox 360 that I feel like I have to have this. And like, yes, the Call of Duty Ghost is going to have better graphics on the Xbox One and most likely load faster, but at the same time, I have no games for that. And I'm the kind of guy that wants to, when I hook up a game system, I want that game system to be my primary system. And like, there's stuff like I want to play on the 360, which I won't be able to play on the Xbox. So I need to have them both hooked up, and you know, there's power supply ports that are an issue. There's wires that are an issue, and just space in general is an issue. That's why I don't have my PlayStation hooked up right now. It's sort of sitting over there on the floor, because I just don't have the room to put two consoles on my desk right now. You know, it's actually like a 6-foot plastic table from Walmart, and I think I did pretty well with it. Actually surprised at my like to dislike ratio. Like the amount of support this thing has already tripled my expectations for it. I expected like the first video to get like 25,000 views. I did, and like I'm looking at it right now after being not even 12 hours old, and it's sitting over 50,000 views with 15,000 likes. It's going big, dude, and like it's going big enough so that it helps me in the long run. Like I talked just a minute ago about videos. I'm having trouble figuring out what kind of gaming videos it is, but theoretically I don't need to do those gaming videos, and I can concentrate 100% on working out. And it helps me in that run. I don't need to do 3 or 4 videos a day, where I can do 1, maybe 2 videos a day, and they're getting these huge like ratios and these huge numbers that are really not the norm for my channel. And it frees up my time to go out there and help push myself and help me change my life. So I'm really happy with the way the views are going, and I'm really happy with the support. And like all the people that, you know, I needed to be there for me are there now, and like the haters are pretty much non-existent. And like I don't think I've read a hate comment in like 3 or 4 days. And like I feel like this is what needed to happen in my life. That's why I jumped on it when he offered it to me. I felt like when he offered it to me in PK, I was going to say no. But no, what I've wanted for the last year and a half was somebody to be there with me to do these kind of things. And like, you know, I tried to supplement girlfriends into this situation, but life gets in the way in those aspects. And for this case, everybody in the house, YouTube is life. And so the entire day is built around it, and that helps tremendously. Pushing through past the pain. And this one's a little more complicated. Like, I do try to push myself. I try to push myself as hard as I humanly can go. And like, there is a pain threshold, and like, I don't feel like I've crossed that pain threshold. I always push myself right to the point, but I never go across it. There's a couple reasons. One, I'm working on the mantra of, well, I'm running a marathon and not a race. I feel like I have to keep myself healthy so I can do stuff every day of the week. If I don't, it will pretty much hinder me. If I, like for example, pulled my right calf you know, and I can't climb up and down the stairs to get to the weight room, and I can't, you know, go walking every day, and I can't, you know, even drive home after 30 days because I've destroyed my right leg muscles because I've pushed myself too hard. Those are things I want to factor in. I don't want to get blisters. I don't want to do certain things. So I'm taking my time. I'm doing things at the pace that I'm comfortable with. And even at this pace right here with the diet that I'm on, I am melting weight. I'm not going to tell you how much weight. You're going to have to watch the videos for that. But, you know, the amount of weight I've lost already and during this video will astound you. I doubt people can guess how much weight I've lost, you know, 4 days in. And the number that if I stay on this pace that I will lose this month is mind-blowing. And hopefully it is mind-blowing. Hopefully I come out where I feel like, if I come out where I think I'm going to come out, it will be a spectacular thing. I pretty much will get to drive home without a seatbelt extender. And that'll be a great thing for me. But thank you guys for the questions. I might do another one of these if this video gets a good enough applause. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm posting pictures and more insight on there. And you know, if you keep posting on Reddit, we have Reddit for PKA and the boot camp, which is you know, Reddit/r/PKA. You can be a fuck nard. And hopefully you guys keep enjoying the videos. Hopefully get to start doing the fun stuff soon. We did do an Indiegogo, and that Indiegogo is doing fantastic right now, even though we haven't really did a video promotion of it yet. I think this will be the first video promotion of it, which they have real prizes there for people that want to donate money. It's not just a donate based on faith. So, like, for example, there's a big one. I'll tell you the big one. The big one is if you donate $2,500, we will fly you out and you can be a part of the boot camp. So check out the Indiegogo in the description below. Thank you guys for leaving your questions. And as always, I'm Audi 5000. Peace, pimps.
All right, here we go. This is trip number 2. There you go.
I lost my glasses now.
You don't need those to pull. Pedo Bear is really happy about your success.
That is a hard fucking workout.
Is it? Where does it hurt? That's what I'm curious about.
It doesn't really hurt anything. It just drains you of energy.
Well, that's perfect. That's exactly what we're going for.
I mean, whew. Like, you're using all your muscle groups. Like, I'm using some of my back, some of my legs, some of my arms. But yeah.
He's getting tangled in the ropes. There you go. That's 3 trips now. That's 3 trips. We're not doing too bad here. How do you feel?
They get harder each time.
That's the idea. Now, you were talking like you only had 2 in your total. This is the 3rd one. How many more do you have in you?
Maybe 1.
Let's do 2.
No, it's starting to rub my back raw.
All right, fair enough. We'll do 1 more, and then we'll switch to another rope pulling exercise.
All right.
Okay, so the floor was hurting a little bit, so we've added some baby powder, and I don't think that's going to make the work too much easier, I guess I should say, but I think it is going to be a little bit easier on your back, so let's keep it going.
Oh my God, this makes it hard.
That's impossible.
It's slipping my feet.
Oh, that's probable, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at him go. There you go. You look almost exhausted. This is good. How do you feel?
I feel like I see a giant chipmunk.
That's just Jeremy, dude. All right, so you got another one in you, or do we have to go to the lightweight?
Let's go to the lightweight.
All right. So this is another little exercise I've come up with. I like the idea of rowing exercises, though obviously a rowing machine's not going to work here, plus they're crazy expensive. But pulling the rope seemed to do something similar. So we have a 200-pound weight on this end, and on that end we have 440 pounds of Wings of Redemption. So he's going to tow our weight, and we're going to do these for reps. So get started. Reset. And here we go again. That's 2. Reset.
These really hurt your hands.
That's what the gloves are for. Looks like you're working now. This is good. I see sweat.
Yeah.
Reset. Yeah, that's good.
I got one more in me.
I know you do. All right. We're going to take you on board the squirrel cam. Oh. Oh. We shouldn't be saying heave. Heave. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Woo! So those are pretty good, right?
I was working.
All right. Let's take a little break and move on to something else.
Yeah.
You have broken a sweat, my friend.
I've broken one, yeah. Broken my ass.
So as I'm recording this, we are about 3.5 days into this whole thing. And I say that because I want to talk about what you're seeing now. So the first 2 videos, comprising of the one you're watching right now and the previous episode, which you should definitely check out if you haven't seen it yet, I've noticed, well, I haven't noticed any comments for this video because I haven't made it yet, but I noticed some comments on the first video, I guess I should say, and a lot of people were concerned with, you know, some of the workouts that we were doing. And I think what I want to make sure everyone knows is the first couple of days, we had a difficult time determining what exercises he could do. Really, the first 2 days were spent, we did get a lot of exercise in, and it shows. We've lost 9 pounds now. But I think in the first 2 days, we were finding breaking points and determining what was going to hurt him and what was not going to hurt him and all of that good stuff. So now on the 3rd day, I feel like we have a regimen and a whole handful of workouts and activities that he can do that will burn calories, build muscle, burn fat, all that good stuff. And meanwhile, they won't hurt him, because the last thing we want is, to sprain an ankle or aggravate some past injury, whether it's his back or his knee or whatever it is. We want him to be sore. That's a big part of this, but we don't want him breaking down, and I'm doing my best to do that. We're also going to start integrating food into the episodes more. We haven't done that thus far, but once again, that's a product of us trying to, get these videos made as quickly as possible while maintaining some semblance of a normal life, and all the rest. So, every time he needs a meal, I can't be bothered to get a camera together and make it a whole staging thing. But I am going to do that more in the 3rd episode. I'm going to show you a couple of the meals that I've been cooking him. And I think you'll see that while his calories are low by anyone's standards, some people would even say it's probably not safe, but he's getting about 5 meals a day. They're all very nutritious. They're high in fiber, and he's drinking a shitload of water. And that's pretty much what I said was going to happen, 3 weeks ago when we were talking about this thing. So I will say this, so far, really impressed with the amount of motivation he has. I had to go out today, and I was gone for a few hours, and I was told that while he was gone, without any anyone tell him to do it. He went downstairs, hopped on the elliptical for 6 or 8 minutes or something like that. And while that may not sound like much to you, 6 minutes for Jordy it's an ordeal. He starts getting injuries that nag him. He runs out of steam, and he almost collapsed at one point. So he's really trying.
All right, so you almost went down on us there.
Yeah.
Our cameraman paused to look through a little bit of that, so we didn't get the whole stumble, I don't think. But how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like yesterday I could barely do a minute. I got 3 done today.
Yeah, you were on there for a while. You were pumping, and I think you've lost a little weight. We're going to weigh you in a little while and see where you are at the end of the video, but that was pretty good. That's definitely progress. And if you're not a little light, if your legs aren't like noodles when you get done, then something's wrong, if you ask me. Because they should be like noodles. They're not used to this.
Yeah. And like, I think I said before, the elliptical's like walking through snow.
Yeah. It takes the impact out, though.
It does take the impact out, but it's still...
Yeah. My main thing is I don't want you getting blisters. I don't want you getting crippled.
All right, so we're going to try this.
It's hard to stand on the scale. Like, if you adjust your weight. Yeah, it's 434.
434. So you've lost another 2.8 pounds, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Are you encouraged by that kind of success? That's pretty good if you ask me.
That's in one day. That's like 3 pounds.
Yeah, it's 3.8 pounds in one day, I believe you said.
That means I'm burning something like 7,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
And like, that's...
You're burning a lot of calories. I don't know how many calories you're burning. I don't know how many calories your body burns on its own. That's one of the things that we've been having. We've been trying to figure out things like your breaking points, things like your endurance maxes, and things like your caloric intake. And I think we're getting a handle on it, and you're losing weight.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot of weight. Like,
it's 10 pounds so far. It's 10 pounds so far, right?
Not yet.
No?
That's 3 more, so it's 9 pounds.
Okay, 9 pounds total in 2 days. Of 2 full days of doing stuff. So that's good.
What's up, guys? It's your boy WingsofRedemption. And, yeah, it's the end of day 2. And we found out that I've lost 6 pounds. And, I've done a little bit more than that as I'm doing this video here. I started doing the first walk, and Kyle has this huge, massive amount of land, and it's really hilly. Georgia in itself is really hilly. It's got a lot of red clay in it, and it's just hard dirt, and I'm unused to that. So when I first started out, yeah, walking's easy. Well, walking, turns out, is not easy when you're doing inclines. So I did, I want to say 0.7, 0.8 of a mile. The phone said 0.6, but we didn't measure the first part because I actually ended up walking up and coming back and having my pants end up breaking on me on the walk, but you'll see that later. But I was really unhappy with my endurance. I didn't really get to see the first videos until I actually uploaded them. So I kind of seen the first video when you guys seen the first video, since Kyle did the editing. And we've had a couple of malfunctions, like I had a lav mic on in the first couple days, and it didn't really work the way we wanted it to work. So we were going to work on our audio levels. We're going to try to ramp up the fun. Really sore. I am very, very sore. And that's almost a universal constant, but like the food is wonderful. And like I'm not getting hungry. I've started to take more protein. We're doing I think they have vanilla French cream protein shakes that I'm drinking, and they're helping with the rebuilding the muscles and stuff and getting the lactic acid out of my muscles, and it's very helpful. Lots of chicken too. Lots and lots of chicken, lots of salad. But I found like there's healthy alternatives to everything. Like I found a cereal that's like 80 calories a bowl, 120 with milk, and like it's delicious. It tastes almost like Cocoa Puffs. I guess it's expensive, but I didn't really keep track on what everything cost. I think the first round of groceries cost somewhere around $174 or something like that. So I didn't really keep track of it because I didn't pick it up. Generally Kyle and Kitty pick everything out on the first go around, and I'm trying to pick and choose what I like. One of the things that we've been struggling with the first couple of videos is finding workouts that I can do without hurting myself, because at the end of the month I have to go back to Myrtle Beach, and I have to be able to go back to Myrtle Beach so I can't be spraining any legs. But at the same time, I want to push myself as hard as I humanly can go. I want to give 100%. I want to push that muscle to what I can push it to without destroying it. Because at this point, it's more, the reps seem to be the wrong way to take things. It seems to be to do something until I can't do it anymore, take a break, and then do it again. And that seems to be the best way to do it instead of going for a goal, because at this point I can't reach the goal. So my main goal is to build endurance more than anything else. And like, I've been unhappy with my endurance thus far into the campaign. Dude, you guys' support has been astronomical, and like, it's beyond belief how much support I've been getting through these videos. And like, it motivates me. Like when I'm on there, in this video right here, you're seeing me make almost 3 minutes on the elliptical. The entire time I was on the elliptical, I thought about all the people sitting there rooting for me and how I can't fail. And like, failing at this point would be letting everybody down, including myself. And I don't want to fail. And like, I think this year might be the year where I can keep that promise to myself, where I don't want to be overweight on my birthday. I failed last year, but this year might be it. Being overweight might be a stage in my life, and not my entire life. It's kind of late here. It's 12:44, so I'm trying to be kind of quiet. If you guys want to support this, we do have an Indiegogo set up and running. You can find it in the description of every one of these videos on the FPS Bootcamp. You get some stuff for supporting. This isn't like it's a straight donation, you get nothing. Well, the first donation, like if you donate the minimum, you pretty much get nothing, which is funny. It's good karma. But after that, if you go step up to like the 15, you get like an in-video shout out. Like if you donate 50, you get in-video shout out. You get a signed poster with me with cows. It's gonna be hand signed. I'm gonna hand sign every poster individually. And like, you step up one more of that, I think it's like 75 or something, you get a t-shirt, which we haven't came on the design on, but you get a t-shirt, a poster, the shout out, and there's something else in there too. Oh, there's a postcard. There's gonna be a before and after picture postcard for that. But there's a whole list of things. Even if you don't want to donate and you just want to find out what all the options are, you can check the link out below. And if you can't donate monetarily and you feel like, you can always leave a like on the video and share them. My goal is in the next 15 days is to lose 30 pounds. So that would put me at like 411 pounds. And if I can do that, I feel, well, my goal is small. My goal is every day. My long-term goal right now is 30 pounds for the first 15 days, which is like 2 weeks. But my everyday goal is to make sure I do well. And like, I feel very good about myself that I haven't even wanted to cheat. There was like a barbecue pizza on the stove today. Didn't want it. There's like a whole thing of gummy bears on the table. Don't want them. And I'm perfectly fine with it. And like, there's times where I found that like, I wanted to sit here and I wanted to go like downstairs and work on the elliptical to get that 3 minutes to 4 minutes. And like, I'm excited to go to sleep now so I can go out there and try that walk again, and to see if I can make it through that point, that, you know, that little over half a mile that's very hilly, and do it, this time in a brisk pace and not be almost breaking down at the end of it. I want to build that endurance up. And like, I can already see the effects. I think I've lost half an inch on my waist. And yeah, thank you guys for your continued support. Please keep enjoying the videos and let me know in the comment section. And see you guys later.
What the fuck are you doing? That's 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds. 10 pounds. All right, so this is day 3. This is the 3rd video. How are you feeling so far?
I'm feeling pretty good. I did my morning walk this morning, and I kind of really hurt my ankle. I did a misstep out there on the way back. It's not hurt, but it's sore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked Kyle if we could do maybe some upper body stuff today to kind of just give it a little bit of a break.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do some weights. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling good. I just had some mushrooms in me to kind of get my calorie intake up.
Yeah, and he's seeing all kinds of crazy shit too. Those were my mushrooms.
Oh yeah, that's what's in the special prize drawer?
Yeah, absolutely. You're all fucked up right now. You just don't even know it. All right, so let's get to it.
So as you can see, we've been having more fun with our workouts. I think we're getting along a little bit better now. I've found a lot of his, I've figured out what his comfort zone is as far as workouts. He likes to see weight moving around. He likes to get a win every now and then. So exercises like this have been really fun for him, I think. And even today, it doesn't sound like an exercise, but we just got some dodgeballs out and started lobbing them around and throwing them back and forth. And after about 30 minutes of that, his whole body had been worked out and he'd gotten a lot of cardio. We were throwing him around and we had to jump and dive for him. He wasn't diving. He almost fell at one point. One almost went over his head. Well, it did go over his head, and he sort of jumped up high and back paced to catch it. And I thought he was going to fall flat on his back, which could not have ended well. But for all the weight machines and the time and effort and calisthenics and all that stuff, I think throwing this ball around today worked really well. And that's probably going to raise some questions with some of you about, but you just raised $6,000. Don't worry, my friends. That money is going to go towards some very cool stuff that is coming up soon. So stick in there. Jordy's losing weight, and we're having a good time. Okay, so we spent a bit of time discussing this, and Wing said he wanted to do this exercise called Mike Tyson's. This is some sort of Mike Tyson originated workout, so have at it. They'll be able to tell what's going on. There you go. There you go. Remember to breathe now. I see you're holding your breath.
Fuck!
Yeah, there you go. Come on, you got 2 more.
There's no 2 more.
There is. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Ha, ha, ha. Fast. Get some oxygen in there. There you go. There's 1 more. How do you feel?
You know some of those guns you have?
Uh-huh.
Could you use one, please?
On you? Put you down?
Yeah. I'm just a bad cat. I'm sorry you wasted your money.
You're gonna pull through. How's that feeling so far?
It's just now starting to work. I feel more.
What's your count?
I'm about 13 in. Somewhere in that ballpark.
All right. Keep breathing.
This really does the forearms.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking about. This is a lot different than that exercise the other day that was That was the outside of your arms, and this is the inside of your arms. So, are you enjoying this or hating it? I don't know what this is. You guys remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger quote when he's talking about getting a pump it is good as coming? I think that's what we're experiencing.
I got more in me. Just give me a second. Like what it is there's like a muscle that runs right around here, and it I don't know how to better explain it without being porno.
Okay, I've got you. Your jerk off muscle.
No.
Oh, it's worse than that, huh?
It almost feels like you got a hard on.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, it is worse.
Nothing about it. So you just gotta sit there with it.
I'm completely confused as to what you're talking about. But what was your number there?
I don't know. I didn't keep track.
Well, shit.
It was over 20.
I hope you guys at home kept count because we didn't. That's how we run things here. You're supposed to be keeping count.
I'm gonna try to do 20 again right here, at least 20.
All right, so we tried to do a different exercise on that machine, but for some reason or another, your arms just weren't long enough to do the low pull. So that's not a big deal. So we're gonna do something else here. I thought this would be fun. You've got 5-pound weights down there, and you're gonna hold those out to your sides for as long as you can. All right, let's see what you got. What are you doing back there? Oh my. Keep them up there. How does it feel?
Feels shaky.
Keep breathing. Those 25s are starting to dip a little. Somebody's not as strong as they think they are.
25s are hardcore.
I love those homoerotic posters I've got on either side of you, like framing this out. This is a great scene.
I feel like the guy from Redemption.
What are you doing to him back there, Jeremy? Holy shit.
Hey guys, this is the end of the day 3 video, and I want to talk a little bit about Constitution. One of the things that really changed during this last week or so about me is noticing how lack of the Constitution I actually have. I was unaware of how much more everybody else could do. Like Jeremy and Kyle, when they were out there working with me and trying to motivate me, they're barely breaking sweats while I'm over here dying. There's a walk that I take and it's just like a super halo hill. It's like woo. And this walk really is hard because it's on an incline. It's on a slant and I'm like walking across the hill, and that killed me the first time I did it. And now I can do it 2 or 3 times a day. If I go do it right now, which like after I finish this video, I'm probably going to go do it. I probably won't even break a sweat doing it. And I'm really proud of my Constitution in that ballpark in itself. just like the very first video, day 1, you seen me flip a tire, whereas now, flipping that tire doesn't even affect me. So my constitution's really getting up there. One of the things the trouble I've had the most with is dealing with soreness. One thing is I get sore very easily because a lot of the muscles that I'm using I haven't used in a long time, and yeah, it really gets to you in that manner. You know, every day you wake up you're sore, and like the way I get through that, or what I tell myself is mainly you guys. I mean, I've got so much support and so much. People have donated time, money, you know, and just willingness to see me make this change. Like, I can't stop at this point. There is no stopping. Failure is not an option anymore. Lots of big guys have went out of their way. Lots of people have went out of their way to help drive people to my channel. We made the front page with the first video yesterday. So this series has doubled my expectations of what it was capable of doing, and it's also scared me that, you know, yeah. And people keep bringing up, what are we going to do at the end of the boot camp? Am I going to gain all the weight back? Hopefully not. Absolutely not. One of the reasons we asked for money, and we only asked for $2,500, and we're up to like $6,000 some dollars, is we want money to do different things in the videos themselves. Like, we're building an obstacle course, we're getting costumes, we're, you know, buying like dodgeballs and stuff like that. I bought a workout mat, which is in the other room, instead of using those generic things. We're getting those kind of things, but what the real money is going to be spent on is going to be stuff such as, I want, you know, a personal trainer for 2 or 3 months when I get home, because I feel like it's going to take me at least 6 months to get somewhat close to where I want to be. I figure that's where it's going to take. It's going to take 6 months to get like 315 pounds, and if I had to go to a personal trainer 2 or 3 times a week, that would be more helpful to me than that will be helpful to me. There's no other chance. It would be helpful for me to have a personal trainer, and some of the money is going to go towards that. Some of the money is going to go towards maybe even buying an elliptical for myself, so I can have an elliptical at the house. And for those you know, ellipticals are very expensive. I think a cheap one runs something along the ballpark of $1,500, where a good one runs like $3,000, and I tend to have to have a good one because of my weight. So I haven't even looked up the prices of them yet, but I'm sure the weight one that's designed for a guy my size is going to be heavier. So what am I looking forward to? Well, I'm looking forward to, like, just being able to do things normal people can do again. I've been doing YouTube now, this is my 6th year, and I'm looking forward to do things such as go to like the paintball events. I've never been able to go to the paintball events, 1, because I don't have the constitution to actually run the paintball field, 2, I had to buy 2 tickets on a plane, didn't have the money, so I sold my truck just recently. I'll be able to save up money, and by the time, you know, summer rolls around, I should have money in my bank account again, you know, and I'd be able to go on these trips. I'd be able to, you know, go to like Pac Prime or Seattle, and it wouldn't be no thing, because I can fit in the seat, I can afford the plane ticket, I can, you know, do these kind of things, and that's stuff I wanted to do. Like, one of the things when I started to get a little bit noticed on YouTube was to be able to travel the country and do things and meet people, because I really enjoy meeting people, and I'm a whole different beast in real life than I am on Call of Duty. But this has been day 3. It's going to be start of the second week. Well, It's going to be start of the second week here soon. I don't know what I weigh right now, but I'm pretty sure I've lost more than 10 pounds. So hopefully at the end of this week we'll lose another 10, and I'll be at like 410, and that will be great. And that'll be like almost 20 pounds lost, which would be absurd. Just thinking about what I'm doing, it's considered unhealthy, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, doctors would consider how fast I'm losing weight unhealthy, but at the same time, I'm not hungry. My body isn't destroyed, and like I feel just like a normal human being. I don't know. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on the next update. Hey guys, we're going to be doing some cooking today, but today's video is sponsored by Kev on Stage.
Hey, break yourself, homie. Oh, my glasses.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Not a problem. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you.
He's a home of clean comedy. You can find church rants, rants on the world, terrible singing, funny sketches. If you're into that kind of thing, click the annotation above or check the description below if you're on a mobile phone. But anyway, we're cooking stuffed red peppers today. They're about 450 calories, and they're pretty good. Let's get to it. Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the ingredients of the food we're going to be cooking today. So let's go ahead and look at them. We have bell peppers. I said they were red peppers earlier, but any kind of color pepper you can actually use. We're using a yellow and a green here today. Very low in calories. We're going to be using salt, black pepper. We're using Cormac garlic powder, but any purpose it is. And we're going to be using extra virgin olive oil. We have a bowl of cheese, and we also have our chicken tenders. So we're going to go ahead and mix all these together. First thing you want to do is you're going to take your salt, crank about 3 of the salt out there. You're going to do the same with the black pepper. Get it in there like that. And you want to take your garlic powder, pop that open. Just do a little bit like that right there. And now you want to take your olive oil. You want a teaspoon of olive oil. Something like that right there. Into the cheese. Alright, now we want to mix them up. So we want to mix the cheese up. Come get a closer shot of this cheese being mixed. Just mix it up like that. And then we're going to pour it into the chicken bowl. And now you just want to take your hand, obviously after you've washed your hands, and you want to kind of mix all this up. You want to get the black pepper, the salt, all this mixed up nice and good. It's going to make a cheesy chicken, and it's going to be really good. We're going to use this to stuff the peppers within themselves. So, recycling, let's go and take our olive oil spoon and start filling the peppers. Let's get them nice and full.
That looks delicious.
Pack them in there. There you go. Alright, you want to heat your oven, preheat your oven about 10 minutes on 400 degrees. We've had our oven preheating for a little over 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes now. So these are ready to go into the oven themselves. We're going to do it 22 minutes, and after that we'll be ready to eat, and we'll see the final product. Alright fellas, it's been about 20, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. You can smell it, the aroma's wafering through the kitchen. We should go ahead and check them.
Yeah.
Keep in mind we're at the top of it now because we thought the bottom oven was on. There's actually a 2 oven setup.
Sit them on the oven so we don't melt the countertop. Hang on, let's let this focus in so we can see the deliciousness. So I think those came out pretty well. What do you think?
I think so too. They look really tender. Let's take one.
Now those are going to be hot as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They look good. Like if you look in this one, you can see the juices sitting in there from the chicken. Now, at this point, you could add stuff to it. Like I'm going to add Frank's Red Hot to it, just because I like spicy food. But like you could add like your favorite condiment. Maybe you like some barbecue sauce, like some Sunnies, or you can put that right on top of there. This is going to be good.
So what do you think about this meal? This is easy to make?
Yeah, it's easy to make. Pretty much, you just cut some chicken up, you get some shredded cheese, you know, and then just put it in a bowl and cut top of a pepper off.
So you think this is something you can maybe make at home?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cheap too, right? It's just a little chicken, little cheese, and some
the
peppers.
whole meal is maybe $3.
Yeah, it's really cheap. Each one, definitely.
That's
well, you know.
together.
So the thing is, you know, we bought that thing of chicken, and we'd still make 2 more peppers out of that. We've got tons of cheese left. So yeah, those things probably did only cost $2 or $3 each.
I wouldn't say each. I mean, the pepper's $1.87.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got.
They're 2 for $2.
2 for $2.
Yeah.
All right, so they're $1 a piece. Then the chicken tender, you got 2 chicken tenders. You get 5 in a pack. $6. So you're looking at $2 there. So it's about $4 for both the whole meal.
Yeah. So it's affordable, it's healthy, and it's easy to make. Anything else you want to say?
If you want to see other things cooked, let us know in the comment section. Thank you guys.
And until next until next time, bon appetit.
Until next time, bon appetit.
So Father, what are we about to do here?
We're about to pull wings down the field.
Alright, let's make it happen.
Alright.
That's the most redneck Catholic priest on earth. Hang on tight. You better hang on tight.
It's not gonna work.
Whoop! Okay, so you need... Stop! Jesus Christ. Well, close enough. So we need to tie some knots in the rope, I think, so we can get a better grip. Will you bless the knots?
Oh, yeah, just keep going. There's a knot. I will, my son. I will. Just keep going. There's a knot in the face.
This is not meant to be sacrilegious. Please don't judge us. It was just a Halloween costume, guys. Jeez. I'm very sorry. They made me do this. That is the Wings of Redemption obstacle course in the background, by the way. It is still under construction. Thanks to your generous donations. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Keep going! This is Wings of Redemption being pulled away into the fucking sunset by his own truck by a redneck Catholic priest. If you guys aren't enjoying the show, then something's wrong with you, okay? Something is wrong with you. Look at this guy. This is the star of the fucking show. This is the guy. He thinks he broke the gloves. I'm not super shaky, by the way. We're just at like 90 zoom. That was awesome. This is what happens when we sit around and I try to think of things to do to this man. Looks like we might have our first injury. What if you ran him over in the truck? He's thinking right now, you know, maybe I could just start eating my own fingers. That wouldn't be so bad. I've got 5 on each hand, right? That's just mean, I'm sorry. Bless the wound! Oh, he doesn't want to bless the wound. Look at that fucking truck. That truck this looks like a fucking Chevrolet commercial. Look at this shit, the way it's like turned to the side. Look at that ridiculous grill and bumper thing. Those are like 1 million candle power lights each. Like when he's worried, he told me the battery might die quickly if we did something with the battery because those things drain it so much. Wings is the voice of reason in this conversation, if you can comprehend such a thing. And he's getting behind the wheel. Oh, I see what's occurred. They have switched places, and Father Jeremy is Oh, man. Father Jeremy's going to go for a ride now. Like a rock, I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me. Totally a Chevrolet commercial, right? Look at this. Look at this. These fucking rednecks. I don't know why people don't like rednecks. Look at these guys. They're having more fun in the backyard with a $7 kiddie pool, a rope, and a pickup truck than you guys would have at a theme park. Look at this guy. Breathe every punch. Hands up. Good. All right, Jordy. So in front of you is 6,000 pounds of Chevrolet might and muscle. And you're going to throw your 400 some odd pounds behind it and see if you can push this. Now, just so everyone knows, there's nobody driving the truck. I'm not going to go through the hassle of showing you. The truck's obviously off because this is a loud fucking truck. Let's see if you can push this thing along this flat, grassy path. We're rolling a little. There we go. Now we're working. Oh yeah, now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. You afraid of clowns, Jordy?
No.
I am. We're moving. We are moving. That clown's coming to get you. Maybe the... Okay, so we've done a lot of exercises thus far. This is the 4th video, but it's like the 10th or 11th day. We match these up as best we can. And thus far, the workouts we've done have all been things that I enjoy doing, quite honestly. Like, these are all workouts that I like. This is my most dreaded of exercises. These are wall sits. They're going to squat down with their backs against the wall, and their thighs are going to remain parallel with the floor. Their hands are not going to be used to assist them in any way. In fact, if you hold your hands out in front of you, it's generally considered good technique, that or above your head, anything like that. And these really, really suck. Let's see what we have. Keep breathing. These are gonna suck. These really suck, man. That's what I was afraid of. We gotta get... Jeremy, why is this man not eating bananas right now? Why have you not gotten him bananas?
So this medicine ball exercise is a product of some of you guys' donations. We went to a store a couple days ago, bought a bunch of stuff. We got some MMA gear, some boxing gear, things like the mat he's lying on right now, several medicine balls, some dumbbells, just various things. You'll see them appear more in the episodes, and also some costumes, because I think that makes things not only more fun for the viewers out there, but I think it really, it makes things a little more silly for him, and he can relax and have a good time. And if he can stop and smile and laugh every now and again,
between some of these workouts, which are definitely grueling for him. I see him going through a lot of pain in almost every workout session. So he's really fighting through all, with all the aches and pains and the annoyances. A lot of people have complained that he stops too early. That I wanted him to do 5 more or 10 more. But one of the things you don't see is that there are lots of workouts that go on off camera, and it's just because they're kind of boring stuff. You guys don't want to see him on that elliptical for 20 minutes a day, but he can almost do it now. He did 10 minutes a day and said he felt like he could do 10 more. And he was doing it on a really difficult level, like it was a custom level I had made. He burned something like 160 calories in a 10-minute session on the elliptical, which I know isn't much, but in the grand scheme of things, he's improving his body and his metabolism, and just really every system in his body is getting better. His cardio improves every single day. He told me at one point that he didn't understand what cardio was. Basically, he thought cardio was when his muscles started burning and he couldn't go anymore. But really, that's muscle fatigue. Cardio is when you're out of breath. It's when your lungs and your heart combined can't get oxygen to your blood to your muscles fast enough. And he hadn't experienced that in so long that he'd forgotten about it. So when he would run out of wind, as he put it, that was his cardio failing on him. And we've gotten to that point. We've gotten to the point where muscle fatigue isn't an issue immediately starting a workout. So lots of good signs so far. All right, so I believe today is the 11th day of this whole thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When you came, you weighed 442 pounds. We've got you a brand new fancy scale, and we're about to weigh you in. Any predictions?
I don't know. The last scale kind of broke on us. The bottom came apart on it. 400 pounds standing up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like my clothes are dramatically different. My stamina has gone through the roof. I did my walk today, and my walk was fantastic. I actually talked to somebody on the phone. I didn't get winded. I didn't get muscle fatigue. I just cleared. I even added on to it just so I could go look at a pretty area of the yard. And I feel great. I feel better than I felt in a long time. So I'm really excited to see the numbers. I don't really have a prediction, but I feel I'll be happy whatever comes of it.
All right, well, let's see what you got. Hello.
It's ready.
We got a pretty decent scale. Wow. Just don't move.
417.2 pounds.
Wow, okay, so 3 would be 20, then 22, so 25 pounds. You, my friend, have lost 25 pounds under my Yoda-like tutelage in only 11 days, I believe. How do you feel about that?
Great. I feel great. And coming into this, I did not think 50 was even anywhere in the ballpark. Matter of fact, my prediction was 19 pounds. That was what I thought I was going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Here on day 11, I have lost 25 pounds.
It's going pretty well so far. You think I maybe have a career in weight loss and fitness? Maybe some people would pay me to do this for them?
I think maybe after this.
Oh yeah, after this. No, yeah, for sure. I think this has gone really well. And I've lost 6 pounds since we've been doing this. I've been eating what you've been eating. Yeah. And I've been helping you with the workouts. I've lost 6 pounds during this thing. I went from 186 to 180.
I mean, dude, I'm blown away, dude. Under 400 at the rate I'm going is 5 days away.
We'll see. Now we don't want to do anything crazy unhealthy or anything like that. I always want to err on the side of caution when it comes to predicting weight loss and stuff. But you are on an awesome trajectory right now. We'll see how things turn out.
All right. We're doing these videos throughout the week, and we try to get one done by every 2 to 3 days, and just kind of keep you updated with them. And so if you don't see a video every day in your sub box, it doesn't mean that we're not out here working. I mean, I work out even when Kyle is not pushing me to work out. Do morning walks, do the elliptical by myself, and I try to keep active because at this point, I'm not doing this for some paycheck. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for a life change. and I've got way too much support this time to even consider going back on myself. And it goes back to saying, and I know sometimes people don't like me going on a rant, but like I just had a Gatorade for the first time in 2 weeks, and it was strong. Like you could taste the sugar in it, and like it blew my mind how much. And it wasn't even a regular Gatorade; it was like a G2, and like it was just so sweet. I could barely drink it, and like that really blew my mind. It's like wow. I used to think these things were like watered down, and like I couldn't touch them. Yeah. I'm really happy with the way I'm feeling. I'm almost at the point where I had to start wearing suspenders again. My pants can't hold themselves up just on my gut alone. And that right there is like a world of difference. Like I feel so good. I have all this energy. There's times where I'm sitting down, I just want to go do something. I'll be in the middle of playing some COD Ghosts, and I'll be like, man, I want to go on a walk. And like every time I want to make a phone call, I feel like, why don't I make this phone call while I'm walking? You know, to kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I'm very happy with the way this has turned out. And like the weight loss has been tremendous. You've probably seen it at this point. And, yeah, that's legit, dude. I'm shedding something like 2.5 to 4 pounds a day, depending on what I do that day and what I eat. And like, it's almost inhuman the way my body is burning fat right now. And like, it's all because of you guys. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Is it a pinching pain?
It feels like somebody's grabbed my fat and it's like twisting it with a pair of vice grips.
So it's like Pulp Fiction when Marcellus Wallace was going to get that rapist with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch.
Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm going to bring you some Call of Duty Ghost gameplay today. I attempted to do this gameplay like 3 or 4 times with the Astro headset, but it sounded like complete and utter garbage, so I went and stole one of Kyle's microphones. Because, I don't know, I'm spoiled when it comes to audio quality, and I really like my videos to sound the way I pictured them sounding in my head, instead of sounding like, hey guys, this is the Astro headset, and I really like Ghost. Yeah, I do really like Ghost. And I know a lot of you out there are probably saying, Wings likes Ghost. He should. It's for camping. Well, yeah, it is a campy kind of gameplay. But it's not really Call of Duty in a sense. It's Call of Duty in the sense of it has the same HUD, it has the same kind of campaign where, you know, people open doors for you. But in itself, it's a new kind of shooter. It's almost like a mixture between Battlefield and Call of Duty. And I really like it. I really do. I really wish the kill streaks were better. But overall, I really like the game itself. And there's some rumors out there. I've heard that like Xbox One is going to be 9v9, whereas this one is 6v6. I'm unsure. But all maps 9v9 would be pretty fucking cool because the maps are really, really, really big. And they feel really big, and they play small. They feel big, play small, if that makes sense. But you guys know, you watch my video, you obviously play Ghost. You know what I'm talking about. But here's the catch. I'm really good at Ghost. I am. Like, I'm marginally better at Ghost than I was at Black Ops 1. I'm going to probably have like a 3.7 or 3.8 kill death ratio on this game with like a 15-1 loss. And the reason for that is, one, I have very good people on my friends list, and I enjoy playing with friends, and I don't enjoy playing solo. That's where the win-loss comes in. And two, the game just fits my style better than most things. Like, if you notice this gameplay right here, a majority of it is sitting up in the top of A, and that's the kind of style I like. And I'm also using the tracker sight, which is essentially the target finder of this game. And, you know, some people are like, oh, that's the tracker sight. It doesn't really help you that much. The reason I use the tracker sight versus other things is I'm playing on a 22-inch monitor right now versus what I usually play on, which is a 42-inch TV. So that's something I had to get used to, playing on a monitor versus a TV. And I'm not sure if I like it or not. I know the single-player experience on a monitor isn't as fun to me as, like, say, you know, a single-player experience on my 42-inch Vizio. But, you know, it's something I'll get back in time. And the tracker sight really helps me pick out small targets across the map because I have trouble seeing people sitting on the edge of, like, this map right here is Prison Break. sitting on the edge of Prison Break, coming up that hill on B. But I really like the game. I really do. I played the single player campaign. I was really surprised about, what I predicted to happen. It kind of did happen, but it didn't happen at the same time. Which I'm talking about something in code here, and you guys probably won't know unless you play the single player campaign. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is me failing with a griffin. Oh, but I ended up killing them both. But I ended up killing my griffin with the griffin itself. So here's me using the red dot, just so people see I can use the red dot as well. Things I like about Ghost. I like that the hit detection is spot on. This is probably the best hit detection a game has had since Modern Warfare 2. I really like how the characters move. I like how the reload animation changes when you're on the ground. I like how kill streaks aren't playing a dominant part, but they're still there for people that can get them. I like how Ghost isn't the end-all be-all of the game itself. You see very few people run in the grid, and I feel like the unlock system of the game itself is a reason for that. Like me, normally I would use something like adjustable stock when adjustable stock was like 1 off, but since I have to give up 3 points to get adjustable stock, I don't want to use adjustable stock. There's other things I much rather use, like focus and sleight of hand and fully loaded, since I do like to camp a lot. Fully loaded is a perk I use on everything. And there's perks that I thought I was going to use, but I'm not using, such as Dead Silence and Amplify. My favorite loadout setup, as it sits right now, is focus, hardline, sleight of hand, and fully loaded. Those are my 4 perks that I like to run. And then I'll just run like a regular kit setup, which my favorite pistol is the P226. And so I like putting the P226. I like putting it with the extended mag, so I have the 21 rounds of ammunition, so I can just spam it, and then just make a rifle with 2 attachments. I mean, that's perfect for me, because even in Black Ops 1s, I was a warlord kind of guy. I like having 2 attachments on my weapon. I'm glad they made that standard now. I don't see the reason to put the 3rd attachment on the guns, because the 3rd attachment is always going to be like, a silencer or vertical foregrip. Let's talk about the silencer for a minute. By the way, I'm saying all this, and this M14 right here I'm using has a tracker sight, and the one that increases the range. I think it's called the muzzle brake. It might be. I'm not sure. It's the whichever one increases the range of the damage, so the fallout damage isn't as great. So I knew I was going to be camping with it. I was actually playing with my buddy Kyle here, and he was saying he was having trouble with M14, so I put it on to try it out. Kill streaks. Let's talk about kill streaks since I'm in one right now. This is the Griffin. In my opinion, this is the best kill streak on the game. Why is the Griffin the best kill streak on the game? There's stuff like the Scout Helo and the Loki Assault Satellite. Well, the Loki Assault Satellite is hit or miss. You can get probably 5 or 6 kills with the Loki Satellite, and then get another 5 or 6 kills with the Juggernaut, which equals out to 12. But in that case, you gotta hope that people group up, and 2, you gotta hope that the Juggernaut doesn't get murdered by like 3 or 4 people, because he is an AI controlled Juggernaut. So, and also the Loki's a 15 kill streak, whereas the Griffin is a 10, so you got 5 less points there. The Scout Helo, kind of hard to control, but you're gonna get anywhere from 4 to 8 kills generally. Griffin is a smaller kill streak than all of them. Very easy to use. Can go inside of buildings, something the Scout Helo cannot do, or the Loki, and you can very easily get anywhere between 5 to 10 kills. People have a tough time killing it. It has a lot of health. The only way you're generally going to kill the Griffin kill streak is by doing what I did earlier in the video, where you pretty much kill yourself. I always get 5 to 10 kills with the Griffin. In my opinion, it's one of the best kill streaks on the game. It's very easy to do. I mean, if you put Battle Hind on, let's say, like one of my favorite setups is Trinity Rocket, Battle Hind, Griffin. I mean, Trinity Rocket, you're going to get 1, maybe 2 sometimes. It also depends on the map. If you use like the Trinity Rocket on Flooded, you're pretty much fucked. But luckily, you can set your kill streaks up to everything and keep an indoor kill streak map, something like IMS and Sentry Gun and stuff like that. If you're the kind of guy, if you play like me, I'm an assault kind of guy. I love the assault kill streaks. I love getting big kills. I love padding my stats. And that's what I'm doing. Look how long Ground Jammer lasts. Look, watch it. It just hit. This thing lasts like 10 seconds. Watch. How does that help you? How? like you took the enemy's like electronics off the map, obviously, but you took his mini map away for 10 seconds. I feel like that needs to be fixed. That needs to be like 30 seconds to make Ground Jammer worth it. I mean, Ground Jammer is like a 13-point streak in support, but I guess it's given to you, but it's not worth it the way it sits right there, and there's no counter UAV whatsoever. I guess the UAV's been nerfed itself with the SATCOM. And, yeah, the SATCOM's really, really crappy. It is. Like, it's almost not worth running. I don't know. It's just really crappy, so I just rely on my own instincts at this point, and just keep playing. But this game is a product of its environment. What do you guys think about Ghost? Are you enjoying it? Do you like it? Do you want to see more gameplay? What kind of gameplay videos do you want to see with Ghost? That's pretty much the question. Look at that guy. You know, it ticks you off, but at the same time, I'm happy that's there. I'm happy the maps have foliage on them again. I'm happy the maps have detail. I'm happy the maps actually have character again and not just straight hallways. But, you know, that's me. But like I said, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. My gameplay consists of mainly high kill death gameplay with a campy style, and I mainly use weapons that are very accurate, such as like the marksman rifles or like the LSAT or like the assault rifles, even the sniper rifles. I've given a lot of love to the sniper rifles these games, trying to go for my ghillie suit, and they're very good. But it's been your boy Wings of Redemption. I figured I'd go ahead and stop in and show you I am playing Ghost, and I'm unsure where I will be playing it on the next generation console. Peace, people. Hey guys, it's Jordy. Figured I'd go ahead and do a video today and kind of get a vlog out there and talk about the weight loss program and where we're at so far. It's the 13th. It's Wednesday the 13th. It's going to be the same day this video goes up. We ran into quite a problem here at the FBS boot camp headquarters. I've seen to hit a weight plateau. What is a weight plateau? I'm really unsure, but I've been doing the same thing I've been doing the first 2 weeks, and I was losing lots of weight. It's sometimes 5 pounds a day. Now I've pretty much been stuck at 418 pounds, you know, give or take water weight and stuff like that. Some days it's like 419, some days it's like, you know, 418. For about 5 days now. This is the 5th day, and it's really discouraging because like I'm sore as I can be. Like I mean we did squats the other day, and like squats really tear up a guy my size, and it's just not something that's, you know, fun and beautiful to do. But it's got me really concerned, and like it gets me to thinking, like, dude, I mean I'm eating hardly anything. And like, you know, something thinks about, you know, metabolism. Is my metabolism slowing down because the lack of eating? I don't know. I'm taking anywhere from 600 to 1,000 calories a day, and like I know to me that sounds like it's almost it's undoable for a long period of time. Like I mean, it's week 3 now, and I'm getting sick and tired of doing it. Taking in like 1,000 calories. I mean, I got my first full meal last night because we started to, like, we actually went to a restaurant and I got to eat, and like I still feel good from that portion of it because I feel full, because I was getting to the point where I was going out and just, you know, every day I was just fighting cravings. Like my body just didn't know what full was. So we decided to go out and try to learn how to order off of like a restaurant menu. And I think I did a pretty good job. I had like 800 to 1,000 calories. I, you know, picked healthy choices, but it was a lot of food. It was a lot more food than I was used to getting, and it filled me up rather quickly. And I was surprised how little I could actually eat, because I had this big old plate of food and only ate like half of it. But it was an experience in itself, and like the eating part is still like a mystery to me. Like and the weight plateau is a mystery to me. I do not feel like I should be plateauing at 418. One reason, I'm working out more than I've ever worked out in my life. I'm sore every day. And every day is ginger steps and, you know, things like that. And, you know, I'm eating less than an actual person should eat. I think an actual person should eat like 2,000 calories and then work out, and they're supposed to lose weight. Or I'm eating like 1,000 calories and working out. So like literally I'm getting like 200 calories, you know, a day. That's actual calories. And you know, my offset's something like 37 or 3600 calories. That's what I'm supposed to be eating to sustain this weight. And I'm unsure about it. I'm unsure that is this, I don't understand this. So we're going to go to a doctor hopefully tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get to film the doctor, and we're going to, you know, do the whole 9, blood work, weighing in, physical, you know, ask the questions about, you know, food to her, and see where we're going wrong, because neither me, Kyle, or Jeremy are like experts in weight loss. And you know, we do have people that do this for a living that we can ask. We have people like Joe that can, you know, we can send him messages and ask him, because he has more experience with fluctuating weight than we do. And you know, it really helps in that mannerism. But I don't know, I mean, like, I feel like there's a snag that we're overlooking, because I should still be losing weight. I should. I mean, like, there is no reason. My calorie deficiency is something along the lines of 33,000 calories a day that I should be losing. So I should lose a pound every day, or at least every other day, and I'm not. And that bothers me, especially with the way I'm eating, because the way I'm eating, it doesn't really make you happy. I mean, it makes you feel good, but like there seems like there's this part of me that's missing. Like there's part of my life that's just less fulfilling without food in it. And I mean, I don't crave, well, I was craving food, but I'm not craving food right now because I actually got to fill myself up last night. I just don't know what to do at this point. Now, hopefully, episode 5 will be out soon enough. It should be a day or so. And, I mean, this is where we've been at. We've been stuck at this weight plateau. We've been trying to work through it. And, it just seems like it's not getting any better. I mean, I looked up weight plateau on Google, and it said, you know, to make your workout more strenuous and eat less. I'm like, I can't do either one of those. I pretty much work out till I can't work out anymore. And like every day is just like soreness and suffering. And like I'm doing more than a guy my size probably could do. And I don't know, maybe my best isn't good enough. What do you guys think?
Alright, it's down to this. How's it gonna go, Jeremy? So Jeremy is gonna choke Wings a little bit. And I'm not sure how soon Wings is gonna tap, but we're not gonna choke Wings unconscious if he doesn't want to be. So tap whenever you feel like it's too much, Mr. Jordy. Mm-hmm. You may begin, sir. That's pretty serious, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy's, in case you guys haven't noticed, Jeremy's kind of in shape. And those gigantic forearms, could you show us the forearms, Jeremy? Could you just stick those in the shot? Just show us the forearms. Just hang on. Step away from me a little bit, kind of toward Wings. Show us his forearms. Now those look like okay, those are man's forearms. Those are gigantic forearms.
Do the nose thing, Jeremy.
Oh, the nose thing to raise your head?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But anyway, Jeremy's really strong and really good at choking people. So what we're going to demonstrate now, God, I can't believe I'm actually telling somebody something about jiu-jitsu. I'm completely unqualified for this, let me say right now. But this is how you get somebody to stop tucking their chin. So Jordy did not want to be choked, so he tucked his chin against his chest, which is what you're supposed to do. But Jeremy really wanted to choke him, so Jeremy just reached up, grabbed Wings' nose, and pulled back. And Wings pretty much has 2 choices at that point.
You don't have a choice. There's no choice.
You could take a broken nose.
No, you can't. Like
Yeah,
I physically was going to sit there and take it, and my body wouldn't allow it.
Oh, you don't want to do that because he could easily break your nose by squeezing it that hard. Your nose, there's not much there.
I'm just saying, like I didn't feel like I did it voluntarily.
Exactly. No, you don't. It's a very painful thing, and it's meant to feel that way. And that's a little trick that somebody taught us.
So if you ever want to choke somebody, take your wrist and push it right into their nose.
Right into their nose. That's that way you can get to that throat.
Yeah.
That's what OJ said.
That's a trick I'm not
Too
to
soon?
use.
All right, so this is episode 5, I believe, and so far you've seen Jordy do a lot of different stuff. We try to make things funny. We try to have a good time with it as much as we can. But last night, I guess he posted on Facebook, and he talked about how upset he was and he wanted to go home and all this stuff. And I think it's a combination of a lot of things. One of them is I haven't had as much enthusiasm for this thing recently because I see him, kind of giving up on stuff, and it's frustrating to have to motivate somebody constantly. I think what I'm trying to do at this point, my main goal is to try to instill some sort of a work ethic or a pride about his work into Jordy because he doesn't seem to have that, and he's a unique guy. He doesn't look at things like the rest of us do, so it can be difficult sometimes having conversations like that because he just doesn't get it. It's like you're speaking French, and that's been the most frustrating thing to me when I try to say, look, let's do this, as good as we can. Let's put 100% of our effort into this. And he's like, who cares? It's just like, it's not about who cares. It's not about if someone's going to come and judge your work and say that it's wanting. It's about having a work ethic. It's about saying, even if it's folding laundry, that's what I told him. I was like, fold the laundry tomorrow and fold that laundry so well and try so hard at it that, you would be proud to have the president like walking in and using your laundry, or the king of Spain or something. Do your best at something, and that's something that I do in my life. If I'm really gonna do something, if I'm gonna try at something, then I'm never gonna give you a half-assed performance. I used to when I was younger. I did, and I was constantly hearing the same thing from parents, from teachers, from people that were older and wiser than me. They'd say, "You have so much potential. You could do this. You could do that. Why don't you try? Why don't you try?" And my dad was like, "You half-ass everything. You half-ass everything. I sent you to do this and that and this, and you went and got none of it done. You kind of half-assed it, and you stopped it at the first sign of trouble." And it's easy for us to get into cycles like that. And that's my biggest hope, that somewhere along the time that Jordy's with us, that we can instill a work ethic into him. Because I think if you have a work ethic, if you are proud of your work and your work makes you proud, then it kind of changes the way you approach everything in life. And when it comes to this monumental weight loss that he has to do, he needs all the help he can get. So that's how I'm feeling thus far.
All right, so we've got our 12-pound medicine ball. We've got Jeremy back to back with wings, and we're gonna pass it around a little bit, burn a little bit of energy. Let's get it going.
Emperor Jeremy said I would be thrown to the Petruvian guards if I didn't do this right.
He is Emperor Jeremy today. You guys let us know in the comment box. What do you think about Jeremy's costumes? I know Jeremy doesn't like them too much, but I think you guys love them. Switch.
It wasn't supposed to be burning, huh?
Calories.
I understand that. Like, what you explained to the viewer, what's supposed to be burning?
Well, as he's rotating his body, he's working his core. He's also, for the most part, has his arms extended. He's getting a little bit of arm work in there. And the main thing is he's moving. You're just moving more than you normally would. How strenuous would you say this is on a scale of 1 to 10?
About a 2 right now.
All right.
Just getting there.
Yeah.
Sliding away from it.
The good ones start out as a 2 and end up as a 10.
It's getting there.
What do you think, Emperor? Make good passes.
It really works your arm muscles. Like right in here.
Keep it going.
I'm going.
Now we're going to do 10 more of these, and you guys are going to turn around. You're going to put your feet against each other's feet, and you're going to push it back and forth. Five more. Or actually, how about you pass it over your head? How about that? Pass it straight over your head, Jeremy. Bring it down to your lap, and then bring it back up. Perfect. Yes. I knew I could sense weakness. That's a good exercise. And the best part is it just keeps coming. That's what she said. Jeremy says, I can do this all day, son.
Slow down, Jeremy.
Jeremy's gonna drop that shit on you.
Hold on.
Okay, so this is it's my most hated workout. I think I've said that about other stuff,
You
but
said that about this, the iron chair
the iron chair. What was the iron chair?
versus the wall sits.
Oh, the wall sits. Yeah, the wall sits are my most hated thing because those were used as a punishment to us in MMA class. But these are just basic squats. And I remember when I first went to the gym, this very attractive young lady said she was going to put me through a physical fitness test, myself and Jeremy back there, the Emperor. And you remember it, Jeremy. She gave us 60 seconds to do as many squats as we could. Just, no bar, nothing like that. Just our body weight. Worst workout ever, right? Terrible. It is awful. It shreds everything from your ass to your calves. All those muscles go numb, and especially if you're not used to doing them. So, Wings, you said you thought you had 30 seconds into you. I think that's a little bit...
That's on the high side.
On the high side. I've got a timer right here in front of me. It's a rough timer. I'm just watching the seconds tick past, so... I'm going to kind of keep track of that. Jeremy's going to keep your count. I wouldn't worry about it if you can only do 3. And I wouldn't be surprised if you could do 30. So I think the key here is just to keep good form and to work your muscles. And use the best piece of workout equipment that we have at our disposal, and that's your body weight.
Oh, can I say something? A lot of people out there, especially myself, you want to kind of put like not having workout equipment off as a way to get out of working out yourself. And quickly I found that weights are not really needed when you weigh 400 pounds because generally your muscles are kind of acclimated to picking up your weight in certain situations, such as getting out of bed, standing up, getting out of the bathtub and things like this. But all you got to do is switch to other muscle groups that you normally don't work. And you can get a really good workout, and you can gain a lot of muscle and a lot of endurance that way. So your body weight is probably your best tool that you actually have, and it's free.
All right. Let's work that tool.
See when?
Have at it. Emperor Jeremy's keeping count for those at home. Just look at his hands. Looking good, Wings. It's strong. I can't think of an exercise where each rep does more.
That's it. How's it, 15 seconds?
Something like that. How many did you do, Emperor?
15.
15. That's exactly kind of what I put you on pace for. Now, I'm going to admit, when I first started the MMA class, what did I do, 45? Yeah, I did 45 in a minute, and it was really hard for me. It was one of the hardest things I'd done in a long, long time, maybe ever. I was in bad shape, and my legs were dead. So I'm sure you're feeling it.
The third or fourth workout today. This one got my heart going the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel it hitting like a drum right now.
And we didn't need any special equipment. We didn't need anything crazy. We used my futon.
Like it feels like almost like a dog scratching your leg, just tearing at the muscle.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a break. Oh, you got more in you?
Yeah, I do. Like,
after these, I have a foam roller that we're gonna roll around. 5 more. We're gonna use the foam roller to squeeze all the lactic acid out of your muscles, and I think we should film that too. I think that's gonna be interesting. 1, 2. Be sure you breathe, buddy. Yeah, you got these.
that's good.
He's got these. Every one is a huge deal. There's so many muscles involved with doing this. You're making so much progress with every rep. You okay, buddy? Now we're talking. This is a workout.
I got more.
Have a seat, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna go get you something to help with the pain a little bit, believe it or not. But before I do that, on a scale from 1 to 10, how hardcore was that?
The first 4 or 5 ain't that bad. But once the muscle gets weak and you still gotta pick up the same load, it gets hard. It's like an 8 or 9.
All right.
On the intensity. Yeah, it's hard.
I'm gonna go get the foam thing. I would suggest that you don't sit still too long. You might want to walk your legs out. That really hurts, huh?
Yeah.
So he's got a very stiff foam cylinder, I guess I'll describe it as. And using the weight of his lower body some and his legs, he's basically forcing his muscles across it and rolling back and forth. And that's getting a lot of the lactic acid in there, and that's what makes your muscles burn. And it's also just stretching the muscle out, working it out, keeping him from cramping up. Although it is very painful, what he's doing right now. So you want to do that on both legs, on the front and on the back.
I'm supposed to roll with it.
This is perfect. Now, if you would like to make this more challenging, when you catch, you fall to your back. I love that Jeremy does all the exercises too. Jeremy's going to be in great shape by the time this thing's over. Look at Jeremy. He's like the silent assassin, not even breathing hard. Working good. Looking good. So you're concerned that you've hit a weight plateau, correct?
Yeah.
I don't believe in weight plateaus.
You don't have to believe it, they exist.
I bet tomorrow you weigh 3 pounds less than today.
How much you want to bet?
Yeah, $10.
$10?
Yeah. What are you stuck at? 418?
418. Well, way less 3 days.
Yeah. If you do everything I say today, you'll get 415 tomorrow.
I got $10 on that one.
Trick is you got to do everything I say.
I got 20.
Are you on my side or Wing's side?
What's that?
So Jeremy's got 20 bucks on this thing.
I'm a big cow.
We've went a couple of days with no weight loss, and today we're going to drop several pounds if it's up to me. If I have my way. That's good. Now do fast tosses in between yourselves. Stay up. Fast. Burn it out.
Start with my shoulder blades again.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Give me a second.
There you go.
Alright, here, give me a second.
Perfect. Now I know what muscles are tired. We got your arms targeted nicely.
Hey guys, it's in episode 5 here, and I guess I should go ahead and address the whole thing I posted on Facebook. I know a lot of people are waiting for that kind of video, and what happened on Facebook is more along the lines of just being homesick for the most part, and it has a lot to do with the weight plateau as well. I feel like at that point in time, my train of thought was that I've been on a weight plateau for 5 days. None of us here really know much about dieting or things like that, and I felt like going ahead and getting into with like a personal trainer, somebody who's trained to do these things, would have been my best, solution to get past the weight plateau. And that would also have been there, but a lot of people took it the wrong way. Some people wanted to accuse me of, stealing Indiegogo money, which that we have no intention of stealing money. I mean, the Indiegogo is a lot more money than we anticipated getting, and we're having tough times doing different things with the Indiegogo money, such as spending it. Like we originally thought our total cost was going to be about $2,500. And that's what we set the Indiegogo at, is $2,500, and we expected it to take all month to get there. And with your generous donations, you guys put it there within like 3 days of the Indiegogo going up. So now we have $9,000 some to, to go with this Indiegogo money, and it's like, wow. And most of that's going to go to personal trainers and workout equipment for myself, and stuff like new shoes and things like that. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. I don't know if you can tell. Let's just look at it. But I walk on the outside of my foot, so this is a lot worse than this, and it really deforms the shoe, and my shoe is like really deformed in that ballpark. And my phone's going off. But weight loss in general. I seen a video. I seen a video where a guy named, his name was Squall. I forgot the entire channel name. I'm sorry about that. But he was like 500 some pounds, and he ended up losing it all. He went down to like 265 or something like that in a 2-year span of time. So he's a much larger gentleman than me, and he doesn't really go over the video how he lost the first 50 or 60 pounds. He said he was like 5'10". He didn't start going to the gym to 460, and he said some stuff in the video itself that kind of didn't bother me, because he said that food eating shouldn't give you any kind of comfort, and to me that's like, oh, that sucks. These people calling me. To me, it sucks. Because like food has always been a huge part of my life. And being a huge part of my life, it's hard to let go of it being a comfort food. Like when I eat food, my body knows that when I eat it, I'm gonna feel good. I'd go so far as saying food is more of a comfort to me than like having somebody there. But in the video itself, he said there has this workout video where he starts getting excited about working on the elliptical. I'm doing 20 minutes on the elliptical now, and you've probably seen that in the video itself. I did like a little time-lapse capture because I have this new toy, actually for my camera. It's called an aperture time remote control. And what it does is you can set it to take pictures over and over and over again, and you get time-lapse shots. Like you ever see the shot of like the atmosphere and it goes woo, and like the sun goes up and down? That's what does it, a time-lapse picture. And I think that's really cool, and I wanted to try it out. It's a new toy. But in itself, he is 460 pounds. He can do about what I could do on the elliptical when he first started. I was 442 when he started. He was 462, something like that. So there's about 20 pounds difference. And I did exactly about 45 seconds on day one of this boot camp. And through the time at Lapture, I did 15 minutes in the time thing, but also did 5 minutes on a stair stepper that was kind of pitiful. The machine that we got, the Real Barcelonian, I remember his gamer tag. I don't remember his name. His name was the Real Barcelonian. And his Fusion Soccer 70 was his Reddit tag. I don't remember the guy's name, but he gave me basically what is a stair stepper, and that thing is hard, dude. Oh my good lord, my butt is so out of shape. Like it looks like an elliptical, but it works more like a stair stepper, and it has huge resistance. It feels like you're walking upstairs the entire time. I did 5 minutes on that today, and like, oh my god, that killed my back and my legs. And that thing is hard. But I have no intention of quitting losing weight. I'm hoping somewhere down the line, what I can take from the boot camp in itself is that to be able to feed myself properly and be able to use the energy. What I feel like I need to do is I feel like I need to find an extracurricular activity outside of the house that can replace eating. So basically I need to turn eating into something I can do to do the activities I desire to do, versus eating being the activity I desire to do. And I'm having a hard time with that. Thank you guys for your continued support, and I hope you guys continue watching the videos. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption.
Hey guys, I figured do a Votleo video. A lot of people seem to think I've given up on the boot camp. I haven't. We have videos shot. You can tell I'm still in the lovely state of Georgia, and I'm still out here. And a lot of people think, oh, he's going to give up, he's giving up, blah 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 blah. Not the case. I work out every day. I work out hard. I eat sensibly. I don't eat 5 meals a day. Mainly because it got me depressed. One of the main reasons I fell into depression and did what I did was I just wasn't happy with the way I was eating. I wasn't. Like we did the 5 to 6, 7 meals. It might be an echo. I'm talking against a house. Let's go ahead and change that. There we go. I was eating 6 to 7 meals when I first got here, and what would happen is I would just feel very unsatisfied. Like I never got that feeling of fullness that I desired. And it didn't even got to be like a fullness of like fried chicken fullness and mashed potatoes, you know. It's just a feeling that you got something substantial in your gut. And it's a feeling that I craved, and I wasn't getting that 5 to 6 meals. Every time I would eat something, like for example, I'd wake up and have like a bowl of Fiber One cereal, which is something along the lines of 80 calories, 125 with 2% milk. And then I'd go work out. I'd do a walk, which would burn 200 calories, and then I'd do an elliptical, which burned another 160 calories, and lift some weights, which would burn another 60 calories. And by that, and then it's time to eat a banana, which is 100 calories. Now I'm still at a deficiency. I mean, I didn't poop for the first 5 days, because everything I was eating, I was destroying with exercise. I was burning somewhere along the lines of 400 or 500 calories a day and just pure on exercise. And at the same time, those 5 or 6 meals, they didn't equal up to a whole lot. I mean, at the most, they were like 1,200 calories. I was losing a lot of weight, but a lot of the weight I initially lost was taking sodium out of my diet, like large amounts of sodium. Because sodium pretty much holds water, and I lost a lot of the water weight. That's where a lot of that 25 pounds came from. My weight loss has slowed down now, but I've still lost 6 pounds since the weight plateau. I'm currently at 412. I'm hoping to be under 410 pounds by the end of this week. And it's just happier. I mean, the numbers are one thing, but there's different things in it. Like, I'm wearing this shirt right here for a reason. This shirt was the shirt I did all my heart video in, which happened on the 27th of October. And this shirt was more along the lines of this instead of, you know, nice and loose. I've lost almost 7 inches on my waistline. I have incredible endurance. I have endurance better than most guys my size right now, and I can honestly say that. I mean, I don't have any proof, but I mean, with Kelly, for example, Kelly's like 330 pounds, and I have way better cardio than him. I can walk, like, I feel right now I could walk 10 miles very easily in uneven terrain. I don't know if I could do it non-stop, but I could definitely do it. My cardio's gotten better. You'll see coming up soon in the next boot camp video, which is hopefully going to come out either tonight or maybe tomorrow night, somewhere along the lines of there. You're going to see how much I've improved, and it's almost breathtaking. Like, the idea of like what you think I've improved is probably going to be shattered by how much I did improve over the day one workouts. I've gotten stronger. My arms have gotten bigger. My arms have gotten larger. I'm in much better shape than I've ever been in my life. I'm almost back to the point of Met Glass Jordy. I'm not back there in terms of strength, but I think I'm there in terms of endurance. Because it takes a lot to get me tired. Well, a lot to me. Like, if I ran to the other side of the yard and back, I'd be tired and winded. But that's a lot of weight to move. But hopefully we're going to get rid of that weight, and we're just going to continue to do this. I think a lot of people have this misconception that I'm here and I'm being negative and I'm driving and I'm always sulking. And like, no, what you've seen on Painkiller already wasn't everyday scenario. If that was the case, I would have left a long time ago. Most of the time it's, you know, we wake up, do the workouts, you know, feel good and whatever. I mean, what you seen on Painkiller already was a disagreement, and people make it out to be like I'm this negative person that never does anything for themselves. No, dude, I don't. If I wanted to quit on this, I would have quit the first week, because the first week is the hardest there is. The first week when you're fucking dying, you're seeing how pitiful and sad you are. The first week where you realize that you're not this person that can do all these things. This first week when all this humility is coming to you. The first week where you have that desire to eat 4,000 plus calories a day. That's when you want to quit. You don't want to quit in week 4. Just because you don't agree with the meal plan. And the reason I don't agree with the meal plan to begin with is because I don't feel like it works for me. It made me depressed. I wasn't happy eating 5-6 meals a day. I much rather eat 2 or 3 and have those 2 or 3 meals be larger. And that's the case. I mean, I might get 5 meals, but for the fact is, like, if I want a banana, I eat a fucking banana. If I want a yogurt, I eat a fucking yogurt. I'm not going to sit there put myself on a schedule, because life doesn't base itself around schedules. Just imagine if I didn't have YouTube as a form of currency and I had to work a 9-to-5 job. You think they're going to give me a break every 2 hours to go eat me a fucking banana? Hell no, they won't. Average person eats 3 meals a day. Does breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like, my schedule's a little bit different than everybody else's. I wake up at like 12. I wake up at like noon. It's like, well, I only know what time it is. Let me check. It is 2:22. You can't see that, but it's 2:22 right now. And I I don't know. I'm just doing this video to let people know that a lot of people are full of shit, and a lot of people are making assumptions based off what they've seen, which what they've seen is what we've allowed them to see. What you don't see is you don't see me out here walking. I mean, I don't know if you see it out here, but if you look back there, there's this huge fucking field. That field's like, it's enormous. I mean, Kyle's driveway is like a mile long. I walk that every goddamn day. That's the first thing I do. I wake up, I put dirty underwear on, put nasty crusty shorts on, put old ass t-shirts on, and I walk that. I put my headset on. I don't know if I have it with me. I put my iPhone on, I put my iPhone plugs in, I walk that motherfucker, listen to Elton John today. Felt great. And it's something I desire to do. Gives me time to think, gives me energy, and uplifts me. And you know, you don't get to see that stuff, and a lot of that's my fault, because I haven't been really doing a whole lot of videos, and a lot of that comes from I don't know what videos to do. I honestly don't. I'm struggling with the PS4 recording. The Xbox comes out here soon. I got to get the Xbox, and I got to balance all this, and I'm using this time to kind of get my mind wrapped around balancing all this, because at the end of the day, I am the person, not Kyle, not Kitty, I am the person that has to continue this. In another 3 or 4 days, I'm going to be packing up and going home. It's going to happen on, like, I think the 24th or the 26th. I'm not sure which one yet. But, and after that, Kyle's not going to be there to motivate me to work out. Jeremy's not going to be here to motivate me to work out. I'm going to have to be the motivator. So at this point, I'm doing workouts that I will do, that I want to do, and discovering what I like doing. And a lot of people are like, well, it shouldn't matter what you like doing. Yes, it does. You know why? Because when you do shit you don't like doing, you're more likely to quit. And that's what happened. That was my main problem with every other diet I was doing. I was either starving myself, or I was doing stuff I didn't like, and I had nobody there to push me. What Kyle gave me was the ability to be pushed, and he pushed me through that period where I was this sad person, and it hurt, and I didn't feel like I could do it on my own, and I used scapegoats in that way, and it pushed me to a person that isn't addicted to sugar, that doesn't live based off his food needs and hunger, and a person that will not, you know, want to quit. I'm at the point where I'm like, wow, I feel great, dude. And you see, I'm at the point where I actually can see myself getting better. And that's what drove me to do it. I remember the first time I walked that huge ass field back there, and that field, just the view of that doesn't give it justice. You can go around the tree and there's a whole nother wide open field. I walked that huge ass field, and I got back to the house, I almost died. I'm literally almost dying. Like, I almost passed out on the way back to it. I had Jeremy walking it with me on the first time just to make sure I could do it, and he's over here chatting on his phone, and I'm over here. What could I do, dude? I mean, I was trying my hardest, and I didn't want to do it again. I didn't. But I woke up the next day and I did it again on my own. Woke up the next day, did it again on my own. Woke up the 4th day, the 5th day, the 6th day. It took about 10 days. I bought that thing this morning. I listened to Elton John. I hadn't even broken a sweat by the time I got back to the house. And this is Healy. I don't know if it does it just, but this is Healy, very Healy. And it's very uneven. So you gotta watch where you step and things like that. I was walking to Walmart, dude. I can walk in Walmart all day. And I want you to go know something else. And I don't think anybody else might have noticed this unless I'm going to point it out. This video is 11 minutes long right now, and I've stood in one spot. You think about that? How are you guys doing today? This is going to be a real quick video showing off my walk. I'm kind of doing this post commentary, mainly to just kind of show off what it looks like. Because I'm going to show in the video itself, it would suck just walking it. So you get a good idea of what it is. Oh, and this is an ant bed. You see the red Georgia clay? There's a snail in it. And I like to picture that this snail is going to be like a deer head of some sort. The ants are going to like make a monument of the shell of this snail. I stepped in this ant bed. I don't know. I think I stepped in it yesterday, and they're currently trying to rebuild it. you know, there's ant beds littered around here. Oh, and this is a pretty cool part of the walk. There's these 2 sheds, and Kyle says he doesn't own them. They're just out here. They're really creepy, and they kind of remind me of like a horror movie. So I kind of decided to go in here and try to get a good look, as best look as I possibly can. It's probably too cold for snakes, but I don't like to risk it, so I'm not going to go up into it. Especially, I don't know who owns these things. But you can see in the window right there, there's a Christmas tree. Well, yeah, I don't know if you can decipher that as a Christmas tree, but that's what it looks like. It's really cool. I figured I'd include it in the video just to kind of look like that. And this right here is the uphill part, and I actually showed you what walking would look like. It gets you really dizzy, and you know, gets you like almost like a seasickness. This is going to be a really short video, by the way. It's just showing the walk off I do every day, and I show the kind of ground and things. And like here's something I thought was pretty cool. This is the part of Kyle's. Oh no, this thing. Hey, look at this thing. These are the ants that are smarter. And let's talk about them for a minute. Let's talk about those ants for a minute. The audio might be a little different. But the first ant you seen with the snail, those ants are dumb. Those are the dumb ants. The ants you just seen in the video, those are the smart ants. See, they built their anthill next to a log. Stay with me here. This is going to be like almost like a pseudo-religious topic. But the ants on the log, they smartened up because somebody goes around and cuts that field. If not, it would grow a lot higher than it is. I mean, grass grows pretty much year-round in Georgia. I mean, even right now, we got green grass outside on the ground, and it's almost December. So somebody goes around with a lawnmower, and those ants don't know anything. They don't know any better. They probably look at us like we're gods of some sort. And the giant gods are coming here to destroy our home in wrath. I mean, just picture that. The ants are talking about somebody coming home and destroying their house, their castle that they've built, this anthill. And they think we have some vendetta against them, like they've done something wrong. But in reality, all we want to do is fucking cut the grass so the grass doesn't get too high. In a way, we destroy everything they do. One anthill gets stepped on because it's big and lustrous, and it has snails for breakfast, while the other anthill is small and tucked under a piece of wood, so it kind of makes the lawnmower god want to go around and avoid them because we don't want to get a piece of wood caught into the lawnmower. I don't know. I thought this was like a very cool, like pseudonym for religion in itself, and take with it what you will. Well, ants aside, this is my favorite part of the walk. This is all downhill, and it's very pretty. And as you can see, it goes into a gigantic driveway. But that's pretty much my morning walk. I think it's 0.8 of a mile, and I enjoy it. Hope you guys like it too.
GONZO man! Take it to the limit. We need theme music for this. This is totally going to be part of the montage. Ooh, yeah! Very nice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to the first. No hands. GONZO man, don't give a fuck. Do you? Go. So that was a lot of Jeremy pulls. Okay, so we are 3/4 of the way through this boot camp. We're day 20 something, 21, somewhere in there. And I I thought it'd be good to do some of the exercises we did from the beginning and show some of your progression. So this is our friend the tire.
Mr. Goodyear Power Torque.
Mr. Goodyear Power Torque. That thing gave you some trouble on day one, right?
This is actually the easiest exercise I did on day one.
Really?
This is the one I found the easiest. Like,
Now I do remember that I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to do them. Period. And you did what, 7?
I did 7 of them.
And you were pretty out of breath after 7.
Yeah, and it pretty much drained everything else. Like this and the weights were what I felt I did the best on day one. What I felt I did the worst on day one was the elliptical. So let's see where we at cardio wise, because this is more of a test of cardio, because we did a montage of these and I did a lot that day.
Yeah.
But I did a lot that day with breaks in between. I'm gonna try to see how many I can do before I just can't breathe.
All right, let's see what you got. Switch direction.
It's going uphill now.
A little bit hard.
That's it.
How many was that?
I didn't count.
That was a good number of them. So you definitely did more than 7. That was... Gonzo Man, did you keep count? Gonzo Man can't count, can he? That's okay. So that was
He's
a...
supposed to be on Sesame Street. How can you not count?
We need the vampire for that. We need the count.
Actually,
To
it's the
no,
Muppets.
yes, the Muppets. Muppets and Sesame Street are different apparently. So yeah, that was a marked improvement. You definitely did much better, and you've still got a lot of gas in you. Okay, so last time we attacked this weight machine, it got rough. Now, you were doing things really slow to try to keep good form, and that does burn the muscles a little more, and hopefully that has paid off. There's no need to do that now. We're trying to see how many reps you can do, so knock it out. This is 100 pounds. Come down lower. There you go. That's 7 of them already. 8. This is why now's Jordy beats up last week's Jordy. This part right here. You did like 11 or 12 there. And on the first day,
You did 4.
you did like 4 of like, it was 120. But still, when we got to 100 last time, you were knocking out like 5, 6, giving up, resting a few minutes, doing one more. It wasn't going well. You're definitely stronger, right?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
That's right.
Let's take a break and let's do some fun stuff. All right, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We've had 21 days of improvement. We're gonna see if Jordy Jordan has what it takes in tug of war to defeat Gonzo Man. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Gonzo Man pulling so hard and strong. This is an intense tug of war. This was intense. Hop in there, Gonzo, man. I want to get you in frame for this. So that went pretty well. You've definitely hung in there well, Wings. Yeah. You put everything you had into it. You want to give it another go, maybe? Because I think you just
got cleats on.
Well, you know, Gonzo man came prepared. Okay.
Hey fellas, it's the end of video 6. Video 6 is pretty much a video about how far I've come physically during the 20 or so days I've been at boot camp. And we pretty much did it at the end of week 3, and I'm currently in week 4 right now. Wrapping it up pretty much before I have to go and take the reins on my own. And I've been thinking a lot lately. I've been thinking a lot about life lately, and like why things should happen and why things should be done for and what reasons. And I've been thinking mainly about actors, 2 actors in general, John Candy and Chris Farley. Chris Farley obviously can't really fit into the line of thinking because he died of a drug overdose and he kind of expedited his death, but John Candy didn't. John Candy was a big dude. Well, I'm a bigger dude than John Candy, but still, he was a big guy most of his life. And he ended up dying of a heart attack. And acting is tough. Just imagine doing different scenes 3 or 4 times over and over again. I can only imagine what it is, because I'm kind of relating acting to what I've been doing things over and over again, repetition, the grind of what working out actually is. And you know, it sucks, it's tough, and it'd be a tough life to lead, to travel all the time being his size and working. And I guess like somebody like Paul Wright, The Big Show, could be another guy I could kind of put into this. And it almost made me seem invulnerable how well I feel. Like, I feel so good now to be a big dude, but I don't want to lose sight of me feeling good as me being complete, because I'm pretty sure John Candy was in just as good a shape as I'm in right now because of he did a lot of work. He rode horses, he acted pretty much year round. He's probably a lot more active than I am. I don't know if he worked out, but just the idea of being active is comforting. So if those guys can be struck down, it makes you seem more humble to yours. Because one thing that kind of slips your mind as you grow older is the fact that you're growing older. I am 27 years old right now. I'll be 28th on April of next year. And it's I'm getting to the point where my weight could have fatal consequences to it. Like my heart could just give up. One of the things that was really scary, and one of the things I really go back to all the time, is a few months ago I had a thing called MRSA, MRSA. It's a MRSA infection in my on my stomach, and it got into my blood. And after that cleared up, the nurse pulled me to the side and started talking to me about my heart rhythm. And naturally, my heart beats at 98 beats a second, which is normal, but it's in the high band normal. From what I've been told, normal is 60 to 100. And 98 is right there at the high end, so it puts me at a higher risk of a heart attack. And there was a guy named Bobby Counts. I went to high school with him. He was a big dude too, and he at 19 had a heart attack. And you never really know how many days you have. So You get start living or you get start dying. I mean, it wasn't until recently that I found that living is more important than most things in life. For the longest time, I spent most of my life just trying to get by. You know, I'm gonna do this job to pay this bill, to do this, to give myself this free time to play this game. And you don't really stop and actually live life. And life is pretty much all that's worth. I mean, why do you go to work in hopes to have a better life? Why do you do things in hopes to better yourself? Why do you do anything? Everything goes along the lines of you hope to do it better. And I feel like I should get started on doing those experiences in my life that people want to talk about. But the best part of it is I've already started doing those experiences with this boot camp. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for your continued support. And hopefully this year, I'm hoping to be under 350. By my birthday this year, I'm hoping to be under 350 pounds. Cross your fingers.
Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm back. And I figured I'd go ahead and bring you some gameplay here from the PS4. This gameplay is by Biditate. I don't really know how to say his name. He's one of the few guys that figured out how to get past the HDCP copyright protection on the PlayStation 4 early. And he's going to supply me both gameplays you're going to see today. I've ordered most of the stuff it requires to use to record on the PS4. So hopefully by Monday when Amazon delivers it, I'll be up and going Monday with my own gameplay in the future. But without ado, this is some Killzone Shadows Fall for the PS4. It's a PS4 exclusive, and I figured I'd use this as a backdrop for this PS4 video. So, I've had the PS4 for about a week now, and I want to go ahead and kind of give my first impressions of the console itself. I'm going to give some pros and some cons. Let's go ahead and start with the pros. It's got great graphics, dude. I don't think this video right here is the best representation of good graphics. Because Killzone's always had a wonky look to it, and the draw distance is kind of different. But when you look at something that's familiar, such as Call of Duty Ghost, the gameplay is stunning. It's beautiful, and even then it's not considered the best looking game on the system. I've heard tales that Battlefield looks even better on PS4 than it does on PS3 or Xbox. And I haven't seen that for myself, so I can't really give you a opinion on it, but so far I like the graphics on the PS4. It has a slick interface. The interface is very slick. It's very easy to use. It's seamless almost. As a matter of fact, let's show you some of this. Here's the dashboard. The dashboard is very, very good in a lot of ways. You can actually see the games here. You can see overviews, recents. You have very access to like DLC content for later on in the future. And it seems like a dashboard that's built for things coming up, such as, you know, DLC coming out. Is built for the developer to take advantage of it, and is built to be almost like a build-a-block, create your own XMB kind of thing. But one of the cool features I've found in the Sony PlayStation is you're able to download something and play the games at the same time. Like say you're in a Call of Duty lobby and you switch around, you can go, say you think about, oh, I want to download Netflix. You can download Netflix while you play Call of Duty or your single player game. You can go right back into it. Doesn't matter. It's a very cool, very modern day setup, and I really like that. I really like the party chat. I really like that you can have 2,000 friends. I didn't think I'd like that originally, but the way they implemented the friend system, it makes it very easy to do, so I can have all my COD friends. I don't have to turn anybody away. And let's say something like Resident Evil 7 comes down the line, I can very easily add somebody of Resident Evil 7, and he'd be my Resident Evil 7 buddy. Some things I'd like to see added to the console, since I'm thinking about this and I'm not going to do a section of it. I'd like to be able to break my friends down into contacts, like for example Call of Duty, Resident Evil, and like break them down into that so I can kind of keep track of my friends. So like maybe for somebody in a more modern situation, they can have their work friends, their Call of Duty friends, and their family friends in case they forget a gamer tag or something like that. That would be cool to me.
Let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons I have with the system since it's the first week. Neither one of these are very big. The cons are really small, but it's not an end-all be-all interface. I just got done praising the interface, but there are huge gaps and flaws in it, and let me explain to you why. One, the PlayStation 3 is pretty much marketed itself and took the lead over on Xbox in total sales versus those two consoles, mainly because it was a total media player. It could, watch movies. It had a better Netflix player. It had, unlimited music. The XMB was very, very cool. It had free online services. It appealed to a wider audience, somebody that wanted something as a entertainment head in their pretty much their living room, versus somebody that just wanted to play games. And I feel like the PlayStation 4 is too centered on just playing games, which is nothing wrong with centered about strong gameplay. That's where the roots are. But not being able to play audio CDs, not being able to take like a USB drive and let's say you bought a movie, and you bought a movie on your computer, but you wanted to watch it on your big screen TV where your PlayStation 4 is at. So you put it on a thumb drive normally and go pop it in your PlayStation 4, and you go over and click on it, boom, you're watching your movie. Well, not the case here. It won't play movies, it won't play MP3s, it won't play anything like that, or it won't even open a picture in advance. And I feel like this is something they need to rectify, because if you want to fight with Microsoft with leading or winning the living room, you're going to have these kind of features. And I feel like they don't have these kind of features right now in the system itself. But the main question breaks down to this, is should you buy this game? Well, there's one more con I have with it. Let me go ahead and throw this clip in here. And I want to just talk about this real recently, so hopefully this will change. On the Call of Duty version of this game, if you invite people, or you're the head of a party, you have to invite people. Look how slow it takes to invite somebody on the PS4. I'm gonna actually go through about six of these. I've asked for about 6 to 8 of these things. It speeds up as it does it, but it takes a long time, and I feel like this is really one of the downsides of the PS3. PS4. And I don't know if this is a ghost side thing or not. But let's just go back to it. And also another thing about the PS4, if you're thinking about upgrading to it, if you look back in the background there's only about 20,000 people online, and this video was taken right at about 9 o'clock prime time on a Thursday night. So there's that. But should you buy this console? I gotta wrap my ideas up fast. My question is, if you gotta have the latest and greatest, I would get this console. I feel like it's gonna be the console to have when the games get older. When they're 5 years down the road, I feel like this console is gonna have the horsepower it takes to stay on top and the Xbox is gonna constantly have to catch up. The way the Xbox can compete with this is going to be stuff like the Skype interface, the Kinect interface, and how easy the thing is to use. Stuff like Astro headsets not working on the Xbox One on day one is stuff that's going to kind of hurt Xbox, but I feel like they both have the pros and cons at this point. If you are a kind of guy that's on the fence about it, I'd suggest waiting and play somebody else's PS4, somebody else's Xbox One, and make the decision yourself. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. I'm Audi 5000. I don't consider the PS4 an immediate buy, but it is a very good buy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to do another video commentary today. It's been a while since I actually did a commentary solely for the sake of doing a commentary. And I want to talk about the new fad in the world today called Knockout. Well, what is Knockout? Knockout is basically where a youth or a group of youths walk around the streets of major cities. I think New York and Philadelphia are the big ones in America, and London is a big one in England. They walk around the streets and they pick a mark out, and that mark is a person that they're going to basically hit one time in an attempt to knock them out. When I was growing up, we had games like this. We had B-Word. That was the game we had in my school, and basically if you said a B-word such as baby, bull, or basket, you had to say B-word or you were open to be hit. But we didn't hit each other in the face, we hit each other in the arms. And like, some people took B-word to an extreme, and I think the cases that you're seeing on stuff like Fox News and the TV where people are dying or getting knocked out, they're showing the most extreme example of this game. Obviously, it's a horrible game, but some people just can't handle this stuff. I remember a guy named Timothy. He was handing out papers, and I think it was like 6th grade. He was handing out papers to the class. I think it was like a math test or something. And while he was handing out papers, somebody said "but" or something like that. Some word that started with a B, and he didn't say B word. Timothy dropped the entire math papers right there and just boom, drilled him. It's one of those hard drills that, you know, kind of sounded like a thud. And I remember the teacher got so upset at him. And the kid right there was the kind of kid that didn't play the B word game, so he kind of had to get into it. But some kids take it too far, and I feel like this is where these kids are messing up. And that brings me to my next point in this video is, why are videos like the one you're watching right now bad for combating the knockout game? The reason that it's bad is because people see this in a much broader audience. People will basically see this video, think, oh, that's cool, I want to try it. And especially not even like my spectrum. My spectrum of this is small compared to the stage that something like Fox News has, ABC News has, or CNN. These guys have millions upon millions of viewers every day. They're the in and out source for news for a large amount of people in the world. Millions of people in the world. And they show these things, and kids watch this as well. They see that, you know, the people falling lifeless, and they're like, oh man, that's a good time. Because in reality, it probably would give you an adrenaline rush just to walk up and hit somebody and see if you knocked them out. And even then, you'd have, you know, cohorts that would be giving you high fives, and that'd be something fun to like think back to. Like, remember that time Bobby knocked that one dude out? Everybody has one of these stories. Every person you probably ever will walk up to that can tell you some sort of story where they have knocked somebody out or they got in a fight of some sort. And maybe that's just me being in a redneck area that I live in, but most around here that's what happens. But I feel like giving these people this kind of exposure, or this game this kind of exposure, is a bad thing, and it's just going to cause more cases. So basically, you'd have to make it more drastic. So how do you stop a game like Knockout when public opinion is no effect on it? I mean, like crack cocaine. People know crack cocaine is bad. People know like methamphetamines eat out your teeth and shit. That doesn't make them stop doing it. So how do you keep people to stop doing that? What you got to do is you got to make a martyr. You're never going to go get 100% of the people to stop. There's always going to be some case. Some of the knockout cases go back to like 1992. I think that's the furthest one I've seen. It was an MIT student at the age of 21. He got punched in the face and knocked out, and then they decided to stab him. I don't know why, but I think that's the closest. But they were playing Knockout 2 at that time. You got to make a martyr. That's 100%. And let me tell you a little story about being a martyr. Nick Berg. I don't know how old you guys that are viewing this are, but Nick Berg was a journalist, a wartime journalist at the beginning of the Afghanistan war. It's not before Iraq, but this was Afghanistan. He went into Afghanistan, went behind enemy lines, and he got caught. And once he got caught, there was an internet video that came up, and they showed him beheading Nick Berg. I don't know about you, but that pretty much destroyed any dreams I had of ever being a wartime reporter. Not that I wanted to be, but it pretty much put a cold stop to like, that doesn't seem like the life for me. I ain't about that life. But I digress. What you got to do is you got to make a martyr. And they've done it in a few occasions, but they're not hyping up the martyr as big as it is. They need to make a martyr the size of George Zimmerman. Like, I just seen George Zimmerman in the news again, and he's about, arguing with his wife, and they take his gun away from him. But why is George Zimmerman still in the news today? People argue with their wife or hit their wife every day of the damn week. It's a sad affair, but stuff like that happens. But you got to make a martyr out of this people. Like that person that hit that 78-year-old woman in Brooklyn. You got to send him up the river, and you got to get the news on it, and you have to have the news to push it. You got to have a political agenda type news coverage to push it. Almost like they were trying to push Obamacare out and things of that nature. You got to push, and you got to do these you know, these Dateline 60-minute episodes that show that the effects on people, and you got to have that guy that you make a martyr. You got to get him in front of the camera and promise him that you're gonna give his family some money to basically tell about how it was stupid and it was a bad decision. You got to strike fear. Fear is what you got to do to get rid of this knockout game, and that's the only way I can see it happening. But that's my personal opinion on knockout in general. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I will be bringing you PlayStation 4 gameplay. I play with a lot of fans. If you really want to play with me, you can follow me on Facebook, which is in the description below. If you really like, you can follow me on Twitter too. If you don't use Facebook, I kind of link my Facebook links to my Twitter. But as always, hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'm Audi 5000. Peace, pimps. Well, hello guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I have defeated HDCP on the PlayStation 4. So here's my stats currently on the PlayStation 4. If you notice, there's only 5,657 people online, so you pretty much play a lot of the same people. So let's go and go over some of my creator classes first. This is Samantha and Stephanie. These are my two soldiers I currently have on the PS4. I'm going to be like Charlie's Angels. I'm probably going to have 12 female characters. I don't know. But this is Samantha and Stephanie, so let's go ahead and look at Samantha first. Alright, Samantha's first class is the AK-12. I have the net camo on it, which means I've got 500 more kills with it. And my favorite attachments on this gun, hands down, are the silencer and the extended mags. They work very well together. Let's go and look at the perks. These are my favorite perks. I use these almost universally. Stalker for faster movement, because obviously moving faster makes you harder to hit. And that's pretty much the premise of using Stalker in general in any first-person shooter game. Dead Silence and Amplify, mainly for sound whoring. Focus, mainly so I don't flinch. And the last perk is Hardline. Well, Hardline is so you can get your kill streaks faster. If you don't care about your kill streaks as much as I do, I would literally suggest ICU or maybe Sleight of Hand if you are more ADHD-like and you can't stand a slower reload. It doesn't bother me, so I don't use it. Second class, SC10. I have the tracker sight and the silencer on this one, but the attachments themselves, they're pretty much interchangeable. I don't really find myself falling in love with any kind of gun sight on this game. I kind of use them all because I kind of get bored very easily. The kill streaks down at the bottom are different than the other one. I run two sets of kill streaks. I run UAV, Trinity Missile, Battle Hind, or I run Trinity Missile, Battle Hind, and some sort of Juggernaut, be it the Maniac or the Assault. I find that's the best combination to get kills. The Scout Helo is really inconsistent with showing up enemies, and it's kind of hard to drive. The Loki, again, it can get you 5 to 6 kills, but it's really hard to get consistently. And the last class here is my submachine gun class. I like to use this on maps like Warhawk, and I like to use it on maps like Overlord, which maps basically where I'm going to do a lot of building-to-building fighting. So Stephanie, I just bought her, so she's kind of new. So I only have really 2 classes set up for her. Same deal here, MR28 with the muzzle brake and the full metal jackets, and I got another SC10 with the silencer, and I think this one's a red dot. Mainly good gun, quick gun. So now to what most people want to see. If you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen it already. What is my stats on Call of Duty Ghost? Here they come. Here's the thing. I have a 412. My preferred weapon is the AK-12. I have a 126 game win streak, 120 wins out of 126 games played, 36.666 win-loss ratio, a little over a day played. I'm just into my first prestige on the PlayStation 4. So let's go and go to a bigger, more broad picture of it. But those of you hanging in here want to know what kind of ghost videos I'm going to make. They're going to mainly be earlier videos about how to do better on the maps and navigating the maps themselves. See here, I've got the biggest win streak on my entire friends list, 220 wins, 6 losses. I'm quickly catching up to everybody on my friends list in wins. I got, I think Salisbury is the guy with the most wins on my friends list right now. KD wise, I'm the highest again. I have a 412 KD. The next guy is Salisbury with a 3 KD. And I have got a chem strike, but 18 kills on average isn't because of camping, it's because I mainly play TDM. TDM is my most played game mode here, mainly because domination has no purpose because the kill streaks suck and you have nothing to look forward to. But anyways, it's been your boy Wings of Redemption. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed these stats. If there's any tricks or tips you want to help me with, or any things that you need help with, feel free to leave a comment section below. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now. Peace, people. Hey guys, I'm finally home. Just going to let you know that I made it back to the house. And I wanted to show some of the things that I've encountered on the first day back. Keep in mind, I've only been back to the house like 5 hours. So let's see this. Alright, we got whole milk, we got eggs, we got 3 half-drunken sodas, we have a turkey, we have another half-drunken soda, we have 3 12-packs of sodas. What is over here? We have 3 bags of sugar, we have a sugar-free cereal, we have sausages for barbecue. What is this down here? You can't really see this. This is bad. So, we have a drawer full of popsicles. Yeah, this is gonna be hard, but I'm holding strong. All right, still day 1 of getting back, so I've came up with a game plan. Lots of bad shit in the house right now. Lots of it. So I need to replace that bad shit. So I need to replace that temptation with some good shit. It's currently 10 o'clock. I'm tired. I've been on the road all day. But I'm going to hit a shower up. And I'm going to go get some shit at Walmart. And get some stuff I can eat. So hopefully I'll eat what I buy versus all the shit in there. Wish me luck. So I just got back from Wally World. And I'm going to show off what I bought. I got 100% wheat bread. I got 4 cans of Progresso soup. They're about 200 calories, 240 calories a piece. And they're a full serving of soup. I got 2% low fat reduced milk. I got some extra vitamin D and C calcium orange juice. You know, a lot of people say orange juice is pretty much soda because it's got a lot of sugar, but it's got a lot of natural sugar, stuff your body naturally uses. And even if that's bullshit, I don't care. I like orange juice. It's better than Coca-Cola. So I figured I'd drink that instead of when I want something besides water. Raisin Bran Crunch. You know, there is a cheaper version of Raisin Bran, not cheaper, but better for you version of Raisin Bran Crunch. But the calorie difference is like 70 calories a serving difference. And it tastes like shit. I'd much rather have the real thing. I mean, the real thing by itself is like 200, with milk is like 300, 325 calories for a bowl of cereal, which is what I'll be eating at one time. And that's just the same thing as like a regular, you know, side meal. I'm aiming for 1,800 calories and I have to do it throughout the day. I got a few of these steamables. This is just one. This is chicken flavored rice. I have some others here. I have like corn. I know the camera works horrible right now. I got broccoli. I got a few things, like, and then I got some of the soups that Kitty got me on too. These are Campbell's Gourmet Bisque. This is tomato roasted garlic bacon. Delicious. They're about 400 calories per bowl, and they're great. And I also got some veggie burgers. So we got buffalo chick patties, which isn't really meat at all, and they're 180 calories per patty. So I like to eat 2 of those patties and like a steamer. And that's like a full meal. That's like a dinner for me. So I figured all this would be better than eating the pizza and like, I don't know if you can see over there, there's like Twizzlers and Jolly Ranchers and shit. I mean, they really they really put a full effort in to welcome me home from the boot camp. So I went to Walmart. Welcome. Hello, gentlemen. I'm going to do this video today. It's my vlog for the day, kind of like my daily confessional. I've ate today. I've ate a couple spicy bean patties, and we're going to have homemade soup tonight. But today, we're going to add a little special into the video. We have our buddy Chevy. Chevy has a major problem. What is Chevy's major problem? Chevy likes to jump on people, and he has these massive claws. Chevy, bring me one of your claws. Look at these things. He has these massive claws, and I'm worried he's going to jump on somebody and hurt them, or jump on somebody's kid and hurt them.
So Thanksgiving's tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of little babies coming over. And my main man Chevy here, he's going to be wanting to jump on the little babies. Because they're obviously going to want to play with the dog. And Chevy, he's a lovable dog. Like, he's up my ass right now. But he has to learn. So I'm going with the big guns. Going to Tractor Supply. We're buying him a shock collar. I've been looking at him. This one's very good. It makes a beeping sound. So hopefully, after hitting him once or twice, when he jumps up, that we can just use the beeping sound from then on, and he'll kind of learn. Labs are supposed to be smart dogs. This is my first lab ever, and smart is not the word I would describe him right now. All right, guys, we just got back. We went to Tractor Supply, and we got a new toy for Chevy. He's right back there. Once you get Chevy in the shot, he's all happy and stuff.
Hi, Chevy.
We got him the Yard Trainer SD 105S, and I'm never going to put anything on the dog that I wouldn't try myself, so I'm going to actually see what it feels like to get shocked on a couple of the settings here. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to put it around my neck, but I'm going to put it around my wrist. So let's see what this stuff feels like. Tighten that up for me, David, if you could. All ready? Now that ain't too bad. All right, let's go up to about 4. Woo! It feels weird.
Let's feel it.
Go up to 6.
Or seriously, already something there?
Yeah.
Here, let me try it. Let me stick it in my tongue.
No, you want to try it on your arm? Come on, David. It doesn't hurt bad.
Oh, you gonna do it on one?
We'll do it on one. I'll let you do it. Here, you hold on this hand. I'll just hold it on your arm. All right.
This is button right
You
here.
just press that one. You press and hold it because it ain't gonna feel nothing. The one you won't hardly feel anything.
All right.
All right.
I need to put that on my hip.
All right. I did it.
2.
I did it on 6 is where it got me at. So you ain't gonna feel nothing until about 4.
I don't want to go higher than that.
What does 6 feel like? I don't.
You wanna try one?
No, I don't
One
want
doesn't
to.
hurt.
Now let's put it on dog.
We can't put it on the dog until we want him to.
Let's. All right.
Tomorrow? We'll put it on tomorrow when everybody's here, and we'll start messing with him. We're gonna have to like turn it on and mess with him for a while. We just can't leave it on for him. But like, for example, like we want to go feed him like in a couple days. We're gonna go out and turn it on, let him play for a minute, and then go out there and feed him and try to teach him. No, don't jump on me. But yeah, I want to try 8.
Chicken shit.
Dude.
What does 6 feel like?
You done recording?
How uncomfortable is it?
It's not uncomfortable at all.
It ain't. It's like tingling, like they're
Like
right
the
there.
first one is like.
You know how you put your
like
hand and
walking
rub your hand
across
like that, and then you do that?
Hold this camera.
That's the way it feels.
Just hold it on Jordan.
You don't try it on like. Come on, Taylor. It doesn't hurt. It just make you move because it just stimulates you.
Chevy's behind you wagging his tail saying, please let me try. Please let me try.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm going to bring you one of my first PlayStation 4 gameplays. A little late, but I'm going to go ahead and break down the map Tremor. I'm going to be using the TDM spawns on Tremor, but from what I've experienced myself, the TDM and the domination spawns are pretty much one and the same. You just dictate them differently. What does that mean? Well, it means when you cross over to close to a certain flag, that will trigger the spawns of domination, versus TDM is based on where your team is at the time. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, a couple trade secrets I've learned
and Ghost. How do you determine if you have a server? Well, if you have a dedicated server, your countdown will be 50 instead of 15. If you're playing on a host connection, or like a person's connection, it will start at 15 and roll down. That's how you know if you're on a server or not. But let's go through this and let's talk about Tremor itself. Let's go look at a map right now. Alright, this is Tremor. One thing Call of Duty Ghosts brung back to the series is what you call vertical gameplay, or my buddy Blaine Truth would always call vertical gameplay. I know it sounded stupid, but he always said it funnier than me, and my voices are kind of like Woody's. They just change octave when I do different voices. But it's a standard square affair. There's a square and a series of buildings right in the middle where there's an up and ground section. And on the outside edges of the map, there's only one building you actually can enter, and that's Flare itself. But most of the gameplay I like to do consists mainly around what you call Psycho, or this map has Psy-So or something like that, which is top and bottom. What it is like a physical rehabilitation ward, and it spans two buildings to the bottom, I guess the southeast of the square. That's where I like to sit at, those right there. From the physical ward all the way up to the 3 roof, you very easily can just dominate the map from that section right there. Generally, the enemies like to stay around tent and the cages of B-Dom, and you'll see why. So, but in this gameplay, I think I go all the way into the grocery store, or in this case, Austin, and I dominate, and I'm gonna tell you why I dominate. So let's go with this. We're heading into Austin right now. This is the tent area. You always be wary of the tent. But I figured if I could get into Austin itself, I could go ahead and score some of these easy kills. Because like I said, enemies love to stage near the cages in this map. And I don't know why, it's just where they naturally come from. If they're not at the cages, they're going to be at ADOM, or the Physical Rehabilitation Building, 1st and 2nd floor. That's generally how this map works. Very rarely do you get the CDOM spawn. Why? Because generally when somebody's on 3 roof, the CDOM spawn just doesn't work. They spawn there, but the guy on 3 roof usually closes them up, and it usually funnels them up towards A. So most of your action is going to happen in Austin in that Physical Rehabilitation Center. I know that's kind of contradictory for what's on the screen itself, but believe me on this. Alright, let's go ahead and pause the game for a second. I figured this is the best time to discuss mini-maps. How do you determine where they're spawning in the map? Remember, the main spawn points are the cages, A domination behind the physical ward, C dom, and that's pretty much it. There's pretty much 3 main spawns. There is a spawn near Flare, but it's not a main spawn. It's an off spawn. So generally, wherever your team is situated on the map, they're going to spawn at any one of these triangle points. So looking at the mini map we have right here on screen, where will they be spawning at? We see that one yellow dot in the southwest corner is on a roof somewhere. So we know we're just outside of Austin, and there's the only one roof that he could be on, and that has to be over there at the rehab center. With him being there, and me being near the cages, and my team overlooking C, the most likely point that I'm going to find somebody is going to be the rehabilitation area. Now it's all about planning my route to the rehabilitation area, and so let's go ahead and look at what I do in the game itself. Also, I'd like to point out while I'm looking at the mini-map that if you see a circle with something above it, that means he's not on the same floor. He could either be below or above you. If you see a standard circle, he's on the same floor as you. Just want to point that out. So I'm looking at my mini-map. I figured they're going to be at the rehabilitation or the psych ward. I keep calling it different things. But the ADOM, let's just call it that. So I walk my way back through Austin, and I hear a guy upstairs. This is where a headset comes in play. I heard him run upstairs, and then I basically went and killed him. So I get my Trinity Missile at this point. Trinity Missile it's rare to find somebody who can use it well. I'm going to do a video basically talking about the Trinity Missile later on and how to use it effectively, because if you're like me, I struggled with using it the first time I did, because I tended to use it more like a Predator missile than what the kill streak actually is. But since I went to the Trinity Missile and I seen where the enemies are spawning at, because I killed 2 of them in the building right here to my left. This is upstairs Austin, or burnt building, or burnout, as like some of our friends like to call it.
And so I go up there and check it out, and then I see nobody, but I hear somebody downstairs in Austin. I kill him. His buddy instantly starts walking toward me again. That's another sound whore kill, and that gets me my Juggernaut. Kill streaks, they're touch and go. You can use your Juggernaut different ways. Juggernauts are really good for holding a very high kill streak. Why? Because if you play them conservatively, you're going to get a lot of kills. This Juggernaut I have right here isn't a very conservative Juggernaut, so don't use that as an example. But I have gotten 30 kills in a Juggernaut before, and it was the Juggernaut Maniac at that. Luckily, but unlucky for me, this was before I actually could record the PS4. So with that being said, life sucks. But the Juggernaut does appear on the mini-map for the enemy team, so you can't really hide with him, but you can use this to your advantage. What's some of the ways you could use the Juggernaut to your advantage? Well, enemies generally will run at you any way, shape, or form. But for those of you who have followed me for a long time, there's a technique that I like to use called ringing the dinner bell. Obviously, I'm a well-known camper. What is ringing the dinner bell? Ringing the dinner bell is basically shooting an unsilenced weapon in a position of authority, where you have the advantage and you've set the gunfight up to your liking. They kind of took ringing the dinner bell away in like the later CODs, like such as Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 3, they kind of fixed it later on, but I had already fallen out of love with the game. Basically what you do is you shoot your gun and you rely on your ability to use your headset to predict where he's coming from and control the engagement. So if you see somebody run across the street and he's out of the way, instead of giving up on him, fire an unsilenced gun 2 or 3 times like you're shooting at somebody. 8 out of 10 times, these are made up stats, but 8 out of 10 times, most of the time, a large majority of the time, a player that plays the game casually will hear that and go, huh? And he will come back for you. And then it's in your hands that you can you win the advantageous gunfight. And usually, most of the time, you can. And so that's a tactic I use with the Juggernaut itself, is that I will sit there, and the stupid dog came out of nowhere. I will sit there in the Juggernaut and just shoot the gun, or just stay in a position where people think they can kill me, but and they just go in the Juggernaut's threshold range and they get mowed down. It's very effective. You should use it. But for the most part, what I like to do in Tremor is I like to stay in the buildings, be it the underside of the psychiatric ward and 3 roofs, like right here. If they're spawning at sea, this is a perfect place to do it because you'll catch them all day. Then you can go up top, or you can use like the little sky bridge between the buildings, and you can look down in the waste. Very easy to maneuver. I'm going to show more gameplays in Tremor, obviously. But this is kind of just laying the foundation of Tremor itself and the main spawn points. But I really want to kind of flush the series out and do it better. One of the things is, to me, is that Tremor is a gameplay that's really, really, really like old Call of Duty maps. Obviously, it has that dynamic like event that happens where it shakes from time to time. All that in itself, Tremor is a very easy map to play on. It's a very easy map to do well on. One of the main reasons that it's so easy to do well on is because of the kind of flooring it has. It has 3 types of flooring. It has the cement flooring, which is on the outside area. You hear that, you automatically know they're outside. It has the carpeted flooring that has an entirely different sound to itself. It's almost like a thudding sound. And then it has the hardwood flooring, which is doom, 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 very distinctive. You know they're in the building with you. Most of my gameplay is centered around having dead silence and amplify. So most of my tips will be centered around having both of these. So if you haven't adjusted these to your gameplay yet and you want a higher KD, I highly suggest you do it. It will pay dividends in the end. But anyway, happy camping. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption.
So I thought for day 7, or video 7, let's say, that we should start doing some competitions between you and Jeremy, because a lot of people seem to like Jeremy. They like his costumes, the silly things he does, and so I thought some dodgeball was in order. It's my favorite sport if it's a sport. So you got yourself an unlimited supply of dodgeballs, really. We'll just bring them back as needed. And downrange from you, Gumby. How do you feel about this, Gumby? Gumby just doesn't care.
I'm gonna make Gumby cry home to Pokey.
I never watched the cartoon or the show or whatever it was, so. All right, let's see what you got. The fake out.
This is gonna be hard.
Stop moving on me now. This is making it difficult for me. You've got an unlimited amount of tries here. Just let him have it.
He's like ice. I don't know if he can't see it. He's gonna do it. This is pathetic.
Keep him going.
This is hard. Look. I mean,
All right, we're gonna reload. All right, so Wings decided that this was unfair. That the person dodging balls had an unfair advantage. So we've just swapped places. Let him have it, Gumby. This may be a better workout anyway, if not a better. Ooh. You got him moving now.
he's too far away.
Very close. Very close. Let's keep him going. All right, so we join you mid-game. We've switched places again. We have moved Jordy closer. And here we go. Oh, Gumby Man is fast on his feet. Look at the swagger. Look at the swagger. Give us a dance, Gumby Man. Gumby Man, can you like break out? Yeah, come on, come on. Gumby Man's unwilling. So Gumby Man, you are once again in the driver's seat. You are at the same distance that Wings just threw from. Let's see what you can do. Oh, did that hit you?
It hit the thing.
All right, that's 1 point for Jeremy.
That don't count. That's clothing.
Wings doesn't think his clothing counts. Okay, so we have moved the rope ever closer in this third and final round of the dodgeball challenge. So we're going to give Wings a turn at this range and then Gumby Man, so go at it. Ooh, double tapped him. I like it. A newfound strategy. We'll see if it pays dividends. All right. This is the third and final round of the dodgeball challenge. And remember, folks, these points do carry on to later rounds. All right, Gumby Man, let him have it. Ooh, a nice dodge. His feet may have went outside the boundaries, but... Oh, a crotch shot. Very close, very close. Oh, almost taken down by the power of Gumby Man. All right, I think you guys are going to like the next challenge more. What do you think, Gumby Man? I love that. Wings looks like a different person. Wings looks different now than he did when he got here. You really do. You look a lot different. You've lost a lot of weight. I like this. Okay. So this is challenge number 2. And we just kind of sat around and thought some of these up, but some of these are thanks to you guys in the comment box. So thanks a lot. So this is a football scramble challenge. I'm going to toss a football in the middle, and these guys are going to mix it up and see who comes away with it first. So get into positions. This might be a bit difficult since I'm also throwing the football, but both of you ready? Gumby Man? You have to nod big or we can't see it. Gumby Man's ready. All right. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, did you see that? Like a cannonball. Like a cannonball. Like a cat, really. Let me have that back, sir. All right. Gumby Man is down a point. So Gumby Man has 3 points, carrying over from the previous round. Jordy has 1 point. We're going to do 6 rounds of this football challenge. Are you both prepared?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And Wings comes away with it again. Break it up! Break it up! He held on to it. Gumby Man persisted though. Grab this. Alright, so Gumby Man is still up. 3-2. Are you both ready?
Yeah.
Gumby Man has torn away his gloves and is going barehanded. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a favorable bounce to Wings. Gumby Man is digging though. Dig deep, Gumby Man. Oh my god. It is all tied up. It is all tied up. A weird bounce, and Jordy has come away for the 3rd time. Jordy getting rid of his shoes for some reason, perhaps for better traction, perhaps as an intimidation factor. You want to close in, Gumby Man? Get into position? This is getting serious. 1, 2, 3. Oh, another favorable bounce for Jordy. I'm not throwing these to him. They're just going to him. That one did look a bit unfair, though. 1, 2, 3. That does not count. Okay. Jordy has taken the lead.
My legs don't count?
You came away with it with your hands, though. Gumby Man did not keep digging.
Yeah.
All you can do now, Gumby Man, is try to tie within this challenge. Have not gotten a football yet, I don't believe, Gumby Man. 1, 2, 3. Gumby Man with a clutch victory there at the end. Does not maintain his lead, however, he ties it all up to go into our final challenge. Okay, so this is the 3rd and final challenge of the Jeremy versus Jordy challenge. And I thought, what better than to put them on the same playing field and have them run. So, Jeremy weighs about 200. I weigh pretty close to 200. I think if I hop on Jeremy's back and have him carry me, that'll be pretty close to Wings having to carry himself around.
How much is that camera?
How much is this camera?
Yeah, like weight-wise.
That
camera's probably 3 or 4 pounds.
It's a little heavier than that. It's a pretty big camera. So, all of that's going to be on Jeremy's back. I'm right at 190 with all my clothes. Weighed myself a minute ago, so he's got close to 200 on his back. So let's get this going. The finish line is just down there. Not that far. I would estimate, what, Jeremy? 35, 40 yards? Okay. 120 feet, something like that. So, turn around, Jerome. Let's get on here. All right, I am going on board the Jeremy Mobile now.
All right, Jeremy, can you do it?
Oh, yeah, he's got this. All right, on your marks. Get set. Go. Wings is faster than I thought he would be. Catch him! Get him, Jerry! That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Get in there. Get in there, Gumby, and all your shame. So, I hate to say it, but that's the end of it. Jordy Jordan has defeated Gumby Man.
But Gumby Man did have a costume on.
Gumby Man did have a costume on.
And it's hard to breathe in those.
One of the things that I find hilarious is that Jeremy is pretty well connected to his phone, so you just notice there his arm was pulled out. What he was doing was pulling his arm inside of the sleeve, inside of the costume, taking his cell phone out of his blue jeans pocket, and then bringing it up inside the head of Gumby to text with someone. I've seen him do it several times. I've also seen him bring a cigarette inside of the Gumby costume and smoke it from within. And then he had to come up with, but wait, what do I do with this lit cigarette inside of a Gumby costume? Always interesting.
Hey guys, it's your boy Wings of Redemption. I'm back on bringing you let's talk about the map Stonehaven. This is my Let's Talk map series, and I want to go over the map Stonehaven. For those of you who first see Stonehaven, that's one of the first maps people want to point out and be like, look at that map right there. It freaking sucks. Look how big it is. It's huge. Well, I'm going to throw you a little tricks of the trade in this video, and as of right now, this isn't patched, so abuse it while you can. That's why I'm putting this video out second, because a lot of people on my friends list and a lot of people that sent me messages wanted flooded, which I can do a flooded video, just gotta get a good enough gameplay for it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the map Stonehaven. Alright guys, this is Stonehaven. I'm going to show you, this is a typical Stonehaven game. This is what most people desire to do on a TDM. It's not a standout 40 plus kill TDM game, because those are very hard to come by, especially if you're playing with friends like I am here. But I'm going to go show you a trick of the trade right out the gate that is almost bullshit, and it gets you a lot of kills really quickly. And please feel free to share this video with your friends if they're having trouble playing this map. The trick I'm going to use works on both TDM and domination, and we'll get to the trick right here in a minute. But while we're waiting on that, let's go and look at the map overlay. This is the map overlay for Stonehaven, thanks to unofficialcallofduty.com. They are where I'm getting most of my maps from. And we're going to go look here. One of the big point outs or call outs I'd like to point out right away is corner and lookout. Those are going to be very, 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 very important coming up. As you see, there's the tower, which is the what I like to call the back alley, and there's the satellite, which doesn't play a big circle. ADOM, there's the boat, the ruins, torches, which I call castle, and this right here doesn't have a call out for what a lot of people like to go to. If you look to the right of torches, there is a little like peninsula. I call that rook, because people like to snipe off rook into ADOM. You have BDOM there in the castle, prison gate. You have boxes, fridge, CDOM, tries, which I like to call farm, tractor, and it goes around, and then you have the middle, which I call middle myself. The way you want to play Stonehaven is you want, in like a domination setting, you want to C and A dom kind of take, you want C and A pretty much, and you want to trap them in B because it limits them to 3 ways they can get in or out. But when you're playing TDM like I'm playing here, the best way to get kills and the easiest way to get kills and the safest way to get kills is what I'm about to do. This house right here is called Lookout, or you can call it Broken Building, whatever you want to do. But if you look, that in the corner section right there, this guy will spawn almost every time. So you can reload, come back, use your headset, wait on him, pop back out. Here's another one. That happens to be 2 of these guys right here. But with that being said, you kill those 3. Boop, there's another one. He'll spawn here. They will spawn here indefinitely, dude. This is a primary spawn on the map itself. And all you got to do is sit here and wait, and you can very easily go straight up your kill streaks. And that's exactly what I do here. I go straight up my kill streaks from this. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit, just kind of show you. This is my favorite home in Stonehaven altogether. And how to play this perfectly, because you can, in the back alley or tower, you can have a spawn back there, and sometimes there is a spawn in the tries or the farmhouse in front of you. That's what you've seen in the second and third kills I got on this kill streak. So what you want to do is you want to look out for those. The farmhouse spawn is a very rare spawn. The most likely chance you're going to die is going to come from somebody sniping you out of the middle of the map, because somebody from the castle gate can see you all the way over there if they know where to look. So you got to be wary about that and know when to abandon your post. What happens when you want to abandon your post? I like to go straight into the burning house here, or what most people call fire, which has a little piece of the satellite. And I also like to come in here after I get my battle hind. I have a very high and very high kill streak loadout right now on. I have the battle hind, the scout helo, and the Loki attack satellite. So I'm just sitting in here waiting for the battle hind to get the kills I need for the scout helo, which is going to do very easily because this is a wide open map. The battle hind is good for 3 to 5 kills on this map generally, unless they shoot it down. you'll very easily get it. And this is just one route you can take in the TDM setting to get massive games over and over and over again. It was kind of hard to pick a game because most of my TDM games range from anywhere from 16 to 25 kills. Anytime I get more than that, it's because of it's just because of a luck of a kill streak. That's one thing I find with this game is that you run into a lot of kill streak luck outs, and you just get a really good luck of the draw. But for the most part, control this area with a house. It works on domination. If you have an AC domination flag, they're going to spawn tower and they're going to spawn the corner. That's going to be the two main spawns if they don't spawn into the actual castle thing itself. And just take advantage of it. Go over and over and over again, and you'll very easily be able to pull 20 plus KD spreads every time without trying, no matter what gun you use. I could use the worst gun setup you could probably think of and still did very well. But this has been pretty much how I play Stonehaven on TDM. It's, in my opinion, it's a fun map once you know what you're doing with it. It's a very frustrating map if you have people constantly going into the castle. The castle's the last place you want to be in domination. It's the last place you want to be in TDM. The main reason is it has 3 entrances in it, and it's where you should stay away from altogether. Try not to sprint out right into the open of the map because that's where the baby buffaloes roam. And this guy's he's just running from my Loki satellite. This isn't a very good Loki satellite, by the way. That's where the baby buffaloes roam, and if you find yourself stuck outside of the lookout area, you can very easily make a living near the front of the sea house or fridge, because you can sit there. There's plenty of rock foundations. You can look into the castle from there, and you can look over to the left and shoot people as well. But this has been Stonehaven. If there's any tips you would like to talk about or any scenarios, please feel free to leave me a comment section below. As with everything else, also leave what map you would like to see next. And I want to do a little bit better job on these maps. Like Stonehaven, it showed what I wanted to show on it, but I felt like I'm dragging the video out at this point. It's a very simple map. It's a map where you pretty much need to dictate where you spawn at. Another map like this is Prison Break. If you can dictate where you spawn at in Prison Break, you're going to go big every time. Prison Break is by far the easiest map for kill streaks and the easiest map to drop a big KD spread on. Stonehaven not so much, because once you actually do get them into the kill streaks, they generally spawn into the castle, and they have, in Infinity War games, have this barrier where they have 5 seconds before they can take damage. If you've ever used a scout helo, you notice this, where you're shooting a guy and it feels like you hit him 8 times. And then come over and shoot another guy 2 times and kill him instantly. It's because they have a protection barrier from kill streaks. So that's one of the bad things about Stonehaven. It seems like it's an open map. You could probably remedy this by being able to flip them out of the castle when you use your kill streaks, but that's dangerous, and it'll affect your overall KD spread and affect your chances of winning TDM, because the main reason I play Team Deathmatch is because the only objective is to do well in a KD spread environment. But it's been your boy Wings of Redemption. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Keep camping. Or happy camping.